Just say what to na niawe what yes krom wasi so young girl the sre hu ne na wani no afa won hwemu nko school won mo ne bra and what yes sim no ne abrante nam. And this thing is going on too much. It's becoming too rampant. Afei akra na wu no. Afei na busuafo hu no say ena okoha na e kire ne say ena sese ena say that be too late. Parental irresponsibility is on ascendancy. And a important say you be this am come away e dey akire mu kire say sa effort here wo for no di shemu sa bra omani abra omo grant interview no me bi so ya e fa so be no manya free and now ba ne da mo kire no afa na ani abre afa ne yeboja cho afa ne yesu there be o womunim whatever their daughter is doing and womutra sa ye hwe han sa omanka hwe ya tie na we di o ene munja no abaso no ye same ene wo fa no nam ana wo batan ubetuma hwe obanim so ya ma oba a wonye baby wodu sabre woni be ma nam o te car front near the nam so wo den abrante no nam as what obe parke no be 2000 mondre baako no de ato na che say we secure licenses no de akolanda de nawram. There's a lot of parental irresponsibility ongoing. Na say womo kwa na womo kopem na asem si a afa ye titi memufo no ye na yenya mane because now we have to talk about it. Because now we need to talk about it and it's so painful. It's so this could have been avoided. Sao we she didn't know to die. Is an avoidable situation. I'm going to my training free because we are babawa. Only a brand here nam. And a brand in one who said two than a cam. To ya, so power ya way. No walk of a bema. Bema na one and namnon. Debia, we eat you are not the actual. Now, who to know the child said me if you joke with me, this is my gun. Now, why a comfortable I cannot abosso at the car in the front. So we are madam. And you to the child. Bra. Yeah. And something should tell you, sir. Baby, I want no dangerous. Utumija wa for ma calling bema question moi. I feel it too pay, you know. I feel now for and so the gem. Ya be too late. Did they met my catcher or one say, ya mom yako. Womunya kasano. Womunko for modiciano. Womunsieno. Onyameda dema. No aso no je. Thank you.
Okay. Tilly.
Same way I bet share Sebe ya kase asem sia e wase wonya abutre na police they are in charge of investigations no mutimi investigations no omutimi na ebeda bedroom how everything happened because the misinformation any wrong a friend is saying narration of sa asem ba ku we esinanye isi say ebi mutimi ka ma wo bisa say eh na wo kan wo bi na were you there but send ya wo be ka asem no mutimi say we nya abotre pa ama asem na ankoda kakra ma we ntie from the right people that are close to ebusia na ebusia ni po ankasa you jump the gun etimi mo there I think say for now no there ye be ma ebusia for no shede na hopefully no as the days go by no ye be nya because interview no no see postmortem omunye which means say sebe assistance now information be brief so emaye enti wo mo so mo ye postmortem enti say ya no there ye be busiafo ne shede meme busiafo ne shede na let's see how it goes but sebe the kind of videos I also saw online to no any girl no they be see an esi honestly the besia na esi no I wish they see but the besia na esi no and to know all the good luck to the family and our condolences to the family.
Okay, Vida. Right, yeah, asemi si emedicha bepem ene na mehu bayani photo bia na mera hu yibi pa because ne hu ofe pa na ne papa no so mebo na baso wakasa yi because ebi o wan kasa yi anka oduru abusuan fie nke de pinchen beba batutum se okasa aboko ema osituiti ne ho in abusuan no shoes mo hu se awehosem ne nibresem na bana reassurance so de ma mo se obeso masen so no so ehu hia pa na de ha me any different versions of stories na epin we see the need to boot the need to ha the need to ha till now no me who say be a police official statements be a
well police official statement dey who here but one video I mean who here was girl no offer was so mo call police station ho story a police no catch her no offer na or narrate no and they say etuo no abante no to ye na yes and one far by one and she boot or the need to a year car no back seat here.
Yeah, and there's been a whole lot of stories. You see, you who say na or near maybe din common and ibufu no kofa too, but mama or reporter na mayati as say na and tokwe BNC na sebio tuno na is sign aqua kofa ba. Now, girl no ye bonus subobi bray and videos via or their to social media ain't. But yeah, you agree with me, say and my rani be brewa. A chinchini say because and son and insa to be potting or person ye wana brabo because ebiana if you know ncheda ni nchechre biana so obi odi na ni beto no so person ye tese ono enti say wo hwe na o ye content creator na content creator so de o tina fa ko sebi unya mfoni ni ade na e wo se wutwa de to social media unya se de bia wo hye dem ma enti den ya epie bi den ebepie mu enti ye be stress condemnation nipa no sebi o mortuary crampo ye condemn no ye be stress o man for ento omubo asikaka now sometimes you need to roam before you can figure it out said about brabono opese echo now me who arguments be bring for cassette oba ne maame na akola 21 years one man na tu akotina obema nchen we tu atina akohan dan ya opa fa phone na check it age I'll bet me there year juma wo UK 13 say part time juma and a 16 year full time 16 years so what me year of course a McDonald's ne Burger King there you see these young and kwala say you must say juma sia omo ton bibi e de amomo and I will funny be quite me making an occasion omo share that ko baby omo ba na year juma no makotwa ne videos and aya hohwa ho amomo so ma wo omo bedru omo mpani fie so omo share juma so 21 there when you cry manai abro so nti yen to yebo with condemnation ya yesama ye mebu no ya yen tro mu se wo se o sha se page me bi yen temti obehye ne maame na wo fo nchen saa 25 30 na on still on figure out dia oye wona brabo oni any internship experience bi on koye adwuma bi obabi ada nti yen to yebo with age na ye de condemn lady no nko wa manfofo bi so a na kaban na wo hye adwuma ase ye kra be 4 years kra baba begu ni age ne so nti yen nya ntobo ase kakra Emma omo. Now, me who ni say ye sign aba, to be honest. So cry we you so or bob you so edin and no interest was so e were two ano. Nemo me sign and the aba because and cabrante ni pese oprano a mini ni sen kode ne be ko ni pem ba bia amanfo nim na chisa. Into the entry abuna police statements ni en train na fe emra no so en taking the course but in the meantime ni de ye be mabusuan for yako.
Okay, so great.
This is not the first time I same way a BSc, and this will not be the last time. A CSC a bin so ha crampo enya Ghana. Esi wo baby a na nsen kro ebi no mu twa film crampo no. ABC was set ne so. E many pa wuye e wo court a o mu di asem no. We see at the court. Baby asem ne dru no. Once I drew court in the media, I can say personally, no, me train, ni ma hwe court proceedings no. Ni be free mo aba. Ni e de tu ye hofo. Ni ma urge youth no so say, omo hwe ni esi no, no mo so omo fantu omo hofo. Enye we pe, ye kwa yie. Ubon se bi no ma so omo ho agu ka mu. ni sebi imprendias o sebi imprendias am fan cheme kwase e biti steer na chi no more driving no more dey call round ping pong ping no more call ni kwase afo nso be edu omunso omugum ni omubo ye hu da bia videos ubo nse ne ka na komini na to bi no so nso da bia omoye nti we enya we ni me be tu omfo enya de ombejai what ma say afutuo ensakra genzi so da bi nso hwe ene sakra omo nti me genzi bia ni ho abetu ne fo mi wiase bia mu because omo mapa omo din ende no afutuo nka ho nti me de me ntu omfo na emo no me pese me hwe ba bia we ni be kodru court proceedings ni be kodru.
Okay. Yeah. Briefly, Cecilia by why late?
Matty uncle so kaka about Gen Z for no, but Ukrainian meaning you just every generation. A football and such internet for no more a ben. Some say a football and the sandy pie. You saw Kosoche. In Tiano de Gen Z pay. I think Sarah knew true in this need they are very unfortunate. I think say at this time I think the best thing in a bit my and say you're better at police investigations was non a bit me prove it. Say na unintentional na say intentional no so prove say na to na no crano na license and on license then this moment there you be train the investigations but go on na busuan there your mama shedding say we out home very unfortunate.
Okay, it's here for Higher Peace 104.3 entertainment review na muguso amutie 2 minutes after 4 and come away there kakra but before the netie for me come say efia eyiwa aba be kayesa ono so eye gospel artist and ne ba be twetwe nkomo kakra nti enkomo e die ma hye na atwe na ba because ono so obedi bi ne yenhwe say ye no kra na but yenti enwuwe me ba sisi etie for baba guma etiefo etwetwe aso kakra a we say ye di hu nkomo na mama Selina Boateng e wa homa no so ye ne betwetwe nkomo kakra na wa cheche ye nsem na wo kan ye no eyie na etiefo before then no mama kan eye story no e bi entremo na Selina say if I had a second chance I would make changes before marriage. Eno ye baako afei so de edi kan so you say many pastors and gospel singers opt out of their marriages if given the chance. Ochema asofofo ne gospel anyomtofo ne bebre na no say kwan pa beda ho ema nyesi ebebu waten ye beka say o kristoni na we say pa dia anka sofufo bebre na ne gospel musicians bebre na ko mu beja aware Selina na eka wanyeme na meka. Now sharing her personal reflections on Onuya FM's Efieni Fie show with the host Ohima Echampoma, she revealed that many couples in the ministry are quietly enduring pain for the sake of public image. Hey. underline word for the sake of public image. According to the award-winning singer, if the decision to walk away from marriage came without societal or religious judgment, divorce rates would skyrocket. If people had the liberty to openly walk away from their marriages, divorce cases would shoot up like gunfire. It would be an eyesore because the numbers would be overwhelming, she remarked. She further opened up about the emotional burden many Christian women, especially those in the ministry, carry in silence due to the societal expectations and religious scrutiny. What Chema was saying, and camera babedawa send Yamika and I said, Quine babedawa say, I saw for near gospel musicians in Bebrina, Wamunya warrior, and Kaubehu numbers, and Kautu them out, Betty boom is a gunfire. A Koswahana, a Koswana, Chesama Fuja warrior. Yanko Humana Sonia and Mama Selina entering common. Mama Selina, Mama Quaba the entertainment reviews when AVA.
Yeah, me dear.
Bibi Aboko, dear.
Yamia Doom. When you're more boy, that's the same come.
Yeah, the Yamia said, now Mama Selina, let me who say, Jawa started with exercise routine with Jim Binia, the Echo say.
Oh, Yamia Doom, we call you pa, stamina number, Pumping Swaba.
Yeah, the Yamia say. Now, Mama Selina, one Samia would go to Jawa a year on your FM Jimmy, dear friend, if you fear sooner. Your person, I know what you come Kana, which you say, a quiet bapa manka, a soft for any gospel musicians be brain edge warrior, and cases no, a bay overwhelming. Me pacho, a dear, you know, so now why would they cancer see me?
And you know, so many can say, I'm a counselor who has been always counseling a lot of marriage couples. Aya ebetomenim na bebrena fana ye a Christopher na utse omun komodie a utimi unse se ma omu kwan a enkomu bejai ni nyina ne se wa make decision bi a wanu ne ho se ohun ya anka but aye too late enti na me gina so pim asisu aka se ye na ye nyanware ye na ye ba no ya mom pa ye niema ye ninna ho because aware eye kwan a ewa yi konsansa wachi because we Christoni ya sesa to wasa o Christoni de eni kwansan fon so free ne ho ba aware ja ye so nye enti se utse ho na eye o enyo you have to endure enu ti da na make say ebeye panka erade moye na ye raware ni mu a erade moye no ma ye nyansa no odenya ye betim dia hu se wei asemesi wei dia menene ko owuom obeboa me no matter what no ye nti ase no ebeka bom ama ye nyina ya adenkro etinya ware akwawiye but ebi wo ho a bebre na character no wodisie ena we didi ni so wa ma wani anna ho na wa mompaya na rade anna nyoma bia dia ntrewa wo so be kwa koram na fe adane wo or how I've been doing depression now what the home anxiety afao who to me ma public because you are a public figure and na so we endure wo betimi kura fa ho ayam from so bebre because there was the one when in ho ya Nigeria ni owu ye oh ya me did sekonya chance no say aw me nya fan na ma sesan nyoma mu a enko be sesan nyoma but when nya chance me nti wo ya yes ma me ka sa no.
Okay, Mama Selina, na uche mu say wo kra no nka ekwan ba mu a anka wo be den wo betumi adane niam bi e fa no waware mu a anka wo be dane. Is this to say that Ebiana also personally you are facing some challenges?
Oh, human being be any we have their only challenges in life. And I was comparing it to mine. Say, Obia nya chance. Ade no person we any ye one there. You make sure say obed nyoma beto to na poem. And I was making an example.
Okay, because one of the story now, this is what Mami ready na chese wenya entiase ni ye uche mu say marriage has opened my eyes in so many ways. She said, if I had the chance to go back and make changes or amend certain decisions, I honestly would, because until you are inside the walls of marriage, you never truly understand what it is. What exactly Nana will say Moka, because a lot of people are reading meanings into this, you know. Ucheche mu ya.
And then I many platform I make but I know that there are lots of colleagues or not even our colleagues or Christian will baby or see baby I say a man up when you I'm talking based on what is always coming in front of me may solve it. So when I'm indigenous so say yenya sa point yani biem say yebeko yeki na yakoto to nyoma I make good decision and ka bebre na abaye. So it was an example and I me make it say obia opa the power na brabo and I me say so our remu bebre we be penentinam we penentinam we be pefufuo we mpefufuo we be pe we enti eya sana na akofa wenti abeto aware anim na oba na denko be ma no so adenko.
Na Mama Selina na wan kasa no senia na wo kire mu say kwan ba mu ama eye asofofo ne anyumtofo ne bebre na je aware am begyan no nia wo ken pe wo so experience awonya kwan be da ho ama wo so agya wo begyan na.
Of course, because aware ni heaven enti me hu say e wo say trafe me sai na e dia asundue bra me na me sum me nyankopon yi nko adia. I don't have any problem with that. Because as I see so now warrior or through our warrior heaven our warrior and to say ye just so say ye dinyamia someone nan sit here and ye camera may ye a warrior no juma you na metinia ko heaven.
Okay. Mama Selina, ye beda seni efutu sem, but mami musa say adie ba ku ben na bia wo as a gospel musician, as a gospel musician, I want ministry. I would know when it comes to some of the powerful gospel songs I experienced. The Ami Boy Kramedofupe is one of the biggest songer. Would they abrek Ghana for? Say what ministry? Sebio sasu what public image be our bohu bino. A dear in our feel say won't endure all in the name of keeping up your public image, and I say we public image home by.
Me answer na wo bisa me question.
Pacho I question me busa previously anyway na ye wan kasa e na me busa.
Oh. Ya me kan me say wo nyante ma se me say e futuo na me gyina so. Oh. E futuo e na me gyina so. Me ba to me time na so. E futuo na me gyina so. E de to one a de bia ofra me e pa ona agentre. Oh, now I'm charging me, but now me be 2 1 4.
Okay.
Now me got to me the minister Rabia Mamma, you are making you so way.
Okay. Mama Selina yeda si bebre ne ntremu a wode amaye. Okay. Me pa cho yo nyame nhwa wo so. Mama Selina na mote ne nka e wa ahoma ne so no. Enwuma na eda se ha me boy wo no. Eno de sa enwumi ebetu ye ntie kaka ne ye baba ka me studio guest at na say one also so a gospel artist a your friend o efia yiwa o de nwum foforo kra aba eno so ye betwetwe ho nkomo na ya bobi ama etiefo no etie.
Now I see the friend tell me so. Mama ni penny now.
minutes after 2. It's here for P7 Entertainment Review. Namutie Selena Boate. And you know that okay. Emre Studio has say na membema e yo ho aye nya no ha say ya kwaba efia ayiwa aba be kai ensa wa ha dem say yema na kwaba efia boko de
Nyame adom boko
na we no fi London na aba ya na Canada na hifa na fi ye hwe say ice no sese kra sama
mi fa cho mi wo Ghana ha ya
wo Ghana ha ya kwasi de ya no type ayi o type project is reviewed na minim say bia wo fi ko baby na wo fi UK ho baby na baby aboko de
Nyame adom bibia boko
okay na enkoma ye boy ye mejidi ye pass weti bi wo so akwa ye gospel artist yi no kre say bia mu dodo na because of mu Christo sem anase mu ministry amude mu ho akwa shem anase mu public image bi amopesa mu uplifting na mu holding intino na pempi aware amote ase enkoye ebi mu ha ya abuse money ade but because of that public image nti mutena aware na sesa because mu pese ye because a gospel artist part that waja aware
no kre me hone sa ebi mu go through near wo kano but ne nipa be kanti no matena mu sa o mind dio but me hone say aware de e wo sa wuram na wanige enti wo kona say enkoye mawa we are Christian, you are sofo, we are gospel artist, so then you are just like the ordinary people. No, most someone ya sofo, no one to anyomono. Into suit me jai.
Entino, say, Banny say, baby, I would tea, and I would just some patch of worry.
Patch of my
Banny baby, I would tea, I would them now shana challenges, no, a bro might to swallow ube jai.
Me manim kume, me jai fast.
Gospel artist. Na wu jai na ya amu bemuno afutu
oh nyame ama ye nyina ye wisdom na me life de me mo bia engine free mensem aware ne de ye mfa nko heaven e na ye ngi certificate bia nto enkyere se wonko na wotina mu kosi awieye etimi ku nipa bebre ewu pa bebre afate bia bi mu a so unbearable but me de mentina aware bonim aware bonne de nka fa nyinam suja.
Right. Enti one more criticize it and crofo as ebi yehu asofofo bi o meja wari asa wari fofo yehu gospel artists bi a almost so no meja wari. There are so many examples. Me pese me bobodi no bi am feel say me de mani asini so. But there are so many examples gospel musicians are say bi wo fi awari mu. One more ya na one criticize you mo because of ejuma wama fatu wa muhosesu wa mubeye no so die na ave catches and kofo.
Oh, omo criticize na ya omo nto omo boase. Asem si a omo nya abotre. If so omo ni hobby. Omo nim tebia nipa ne ko mu. E bi kra na ye omo kra nko omo nya nkwa. Enko omo atena ho awu. Enti na ya omo nsusu nka if so omo nim ne nipa no na ote ho. Ono na ote ni gya ho no nim sa de hyehye ne fa. E no se ompe biem na ofri mu a. Enka wo ha wo ne san. Enti na ya omo nsusu nka. Na omo nsusu ye nipa.
As I say, the gospel musicians in as I say, no, my marriage.
Yet, how MC, yet, he has say, na, ya mammy, the free mo, equi me mammy, me refini de no cra. O sinachi, our de coin.
So, only the nay abuse.
You want verbal abuse, physical abuse,
physical, and verbal.
Oh, a near maybe a bearable, dear. Hey, but me say verbal abuse, mean to maintain a home, or Bema would do or batem to tone home, would you matter maybe I'm not tonight? Not just means me the one tonight.
Bemenya when him cassette, I would jam on the spot.
Oh, yeah, but she said the idea and echo. Make us say the verbal abuse, he'll be a honor bar phone, hot time, or home bone. Excuse me to say, oh no, you're to one hour cassan some way rena. Menda me no one to nebim. I was at least who bunny panel, oh warren a son who bon na be pa who donna, who best ye na mana ye, oh fen chanem poa. Into the moment I'll be to make them a short for be a charm and poa dear. Now I be a bro swassa, me my own moment, me mammy crow jam a boache.
Me say a fietiwa or better word me.
the line. No one comes to the Father except through Jesus. Obi Mejan and Chain, I just say on the soul. Jesus shall reign, everywhere he will reign, time and time again.
Facebook Live, I'm sure
Jesus shall reign, everywhere he will reign, time and time again.
Latest one, if you if you are winning, I just say only the manager studio had your magic so. This is a beautiful one. You better your home come kaka. If you na and you me, hey, me patro trust me, manager trust me. Manager tna say me ye mejuma. Okay. Latest one now what the about your friend testimony I know you be boa mama but we know you dey prapra kwan mu afia ye mehwe wo hye nyum to adwuma see how many years ni
me to nyum de ache na me obe 11 years
right
yeah me to nyum schools mo ni ade a but me started back out there be 2 years ni a tra kakra.
Okay. Now, just I was starting here music commercially. No, be 2 years. All right. So far, it's we buy industry. You must saying that here over a moment. Sure, say baby, I na can't what to you know. And then baby, I want be rest say no dynamics no a different kaka. Anna,
Me pacho ai.
Netel saying.
So far so good.
Hey, I said we so far so good. You wouldn't sure.
Sasa na bia wo to wa sorry no. Enti sa e was say wo kɔ w'anim usua nneɛma bi bebree enti me sua ade yeah
I see. Na new one here what they abey. I think said the edikan ya boy na ye obedi hene.
Yeah,
that's
Jesus
yes but the new one what they abey testify. And no story be where tree. And I say you know it's just obi story na inspire you to write a song.
Yeah, story be where tree pa. Yeah. Last year sana me di Jesus rain say ba no. Me yare pa. Me yare na me ntimi ngina me nan so. Na me body kura me chia call the other side. Na me husband afa ki or the me call hospital. Ye gina bonten me ma me nsa so bompa e kire rade. Me bo ni din say rade jime and me straighten back.
Instantly.
Yeah, instantly. Ntim besa me che say rade to me e wo ni din mu. To me e wo Yesu din mu. Ye bo a yetimi nya nkwama ne ye. Nipa form re enhye mo emu ho na me ma me bi no ma test ne me ko adumfa ne ko bom pae bo no mo yedru ha na mka che Awurade sai Awurade adumfa ha ma bai die yi bibi kire me ma me hu se wo ka me ho na mpai bo a me bebo esusu betie me da ya na me son da ye e na me nya enwum ya me de aba outi and he was telling me that I am a living testimony. Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful to hear. Enti no not just a hospital no we nya nko biom
me nya nko hospital ni biom. My husband no jina han watam ki ode me call hospital me call from tuti enyum na me see you lift me up and make me stand. You give me reasons to testify. You restored my soul. I am alive and I have come with a testimony. Madam sidie na media ba no.
Wow. Mama yentie enyum na tefo na yentie ne ewom na e ba ya ba studio ha na afein so ya ba be hwe dia eko.
Highly spiritual.
Before me, He's been amazing through the darkness. See, I am a living testimony, and I have come with a testimony. Hey. The Lord Himself goes before me. He's been amazing through the darkness. See, I am a living testimony. And I have come with a testimony. Hey, it's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony. Hey, it's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony. Hey. Hey. Halle, halle. Hey. I am a living testimony. Testimony. A living testimony. I am a living testimony. Say, you are God. I bless your name, your grace. I'll testify. You are God. I bless your name, your grace. I'll testify. You lift me up and make me stand. You gave me reasons to testify. You restored my soul, I am alive. And I have come with a testimony. Hey, it's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony.
I am a living testimony. I'm part 27 minutes after 2.
It's all about
Yeah, if you when you na wutie, you say I am a living testimony. Now, questions. Are who say I am a tonabia wutifie na ohebo ana who share the one bobo no of field no so na what one also to two na question say me nim say who board drums so say dey o. And then about raw. Who go about raw na.
Nyame won kokoro ye adwuma. Enyum ne sa sunsun wo. Enyum aye bo no gospel. Spiritual work. Yeah, the sunsun ne nyame won kokoro na dey gospel music. Enti ya ye me makase say gospel no se ufira komam pamu wo bom pae na wo ye ni yi a nyankopɔ tumi ebedi akire na afi nia opese wo de wo wiase bia no atumi akoye eche se tro no na aka se onyame asam emma kwa agye se aye de se ye ansa na odno atumi akɔ no nyankopɔ nchen nti obi bia wo ye gospel music bia o sa power sa da ya de bia wo so critic kan wasam no se ye de mamokwa mo so mo fa makwa efi opepem honhom no wo de honhom di akire a ebetuma ye adwuma ama tumi no atumi abamu into gospel there you just can't wake up and say you are doing gospel music. No, it's not your core awards are your special categories are the gospel music because it's a special place. They are peculiar people and they are peculiar nation. That's how gospel music is.
Okay, me mama pam for emre be me sure so matie nyum no yaw for microphone no na u adansidie bi episode dia. Never to just say praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
But then you not saying yeah.
Yeah, go for you be testimony the I think say come up. I believe so Obia will go through something similar to you na bit me as piki amani bakono o tie be can ask mama no. I think I expect some for be I think from I think since doctor descended me. In fact, me posted on my Facebook. Finally, nyom naba. Finally, ono swaba because ni atini di impa.
Yeah, they be a too di.
A good say to say you who the face to the name.
Right.
But nyom ne di I think say very powerful. And abeko once doctor so teach in kwande full him.
Okay, so great.
Pacho, mini aba you are also your corny.
Me bunoni.
We are bunoni.
Pacha.
Into Cambono Casa.
Me Cambono Casa pa.
Okay. Na me tie wasem no kan say Nyankopon ene de nyom ne ma o.
Pacha.
No so ye Nyankopon eba.
Pacha.
Eno bo bunoni.
Pacha.
Eno di message we enyum we mi no. O si Nyankopon ne de ma wa. Ye hwe album na. Who is the songwriter?
I am the songwriter.
When it comes to music, then you are not a songwriter. Nia odi enyum ne ma wo no. Ono ne ye the songwriter. So you are here saying say Nyankopon ne de enyum ne ma wo. Na wo waji credit nafa. Again, Nyankopon de enyum ne ma wo no. wo ye bunu ni no wo watchro no brofu mu kasa ben e no de enwum no ma wo a wo watchro no brofu mu
me pacho ode ma me wo brofu mu
nyankopon nim so oya bunu ni
brofu na mu na ode ma me onim me se de metie bia wo
onim wa onim so oya bunu ni na ba ne se no no kasa no be kasa different language
nyankopon no so nim se mete brofu mako school
Debbie, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Go into the Bible. Me pacho. On the day of Pentecost, Abraham mama so for a bar Jerusalem. Holy Spirit ne ba ye no. Na Israel for no monte sa mama so for ne be free Asia, e be free Africa. O monte. But Holy Spirit no mo sa kasa na manfo ne bete. Enti wo ti hanse no ka se nyankopon ne de ma wa e ba ne se ne nyankopon onim so ye bununi na ode kasa no e ma wo different language mu. Is it not contrary to Bible directive anasi ne wo Bible mu no e nyankopon ben ne wo kasa ye? Is it a different God or the one in the Bible la onim se Asiafo nie enti memma esuafo no Asiafo ne kasa nyankopon ene wo nkasa e wo different language mu but the language that you understand mpacho enyam na bisa mpacho we die nkamane mansa mame we die nkamane mansa mame
nyame ni mobia said e otie oni mobia weakness oni mobia short
into country o language ni your weakness
onim sami ya bunu ni
so ene o te bunu se se abi no tika se wo ka
enti me ba
brofo no kosua e
so kwesa wa busa ma me na se
Debbie wo ya bunu ni waka bunu wa hanse so
let her answer your question.
You cannot answer. You ask the question to the lady.
I'm saying that allow her to speak. Now we are now was bisabi awa ba esa o kasa na no so kasa tie for enya eyiye
nyame na no boy languages are tete ni ade e hwan na create ye hwan na de bae enam den so ne nyina yetimi nyae enti bibia efri nyame na nyame a obo soro bo asase no onim me se mete brofo mete twi kasa bi wo ho a mente nyame ne mo bia ne said yote enti me born empire na me ka kire say rade ma me nyom me die na me son die no mo to nyom we so loud and clear in my ears e hwana na me so me de nya nyom no na ode ma won so a enti no ma obi aso nyansa ne mu de no wan kasa so wo de ebe ka ho ahyehye no said se fata obeboa ho konkro na beboa wo ama watumi so aye ama awie peye sa na rade ye na metimi de kire nyom no
me
God is still speaking.
Me share guided by the Bible said you can't say the Bible is for direction correction me nyini say nyankopon obo wo bunu ni no say one wo kasa ampa ono be kasa in a different language than kasa ono edebo wo
Mr. Sophie,
because kasa
you cannot
odebo
speak
wo no
for God too. You cannot
I
tell
can
God the
speak for God. No, or see, or the scriptures na my yen for guidance. And you know, si bibi chi adwen a yes scripture no, and ye de be hwe say, ye nyankopon na or ye or say hwe obia ba be kan bibi fufuro bia kire mo. Na nye ade a me de amamu ya. Mamu nyintum. And me hu ye hu say hu konkron no, oba ye no, we mie different amaman so for no, we mie o madwen mu so omunti Hebrew kasa o. No ma Hebrew for no ekasa ye in the language amaman so for no beti. So if God gave you the message it was it take you time now make sure say is it a message from God you personally because kasa bi o hot here de bia meka ya sapon nyumo kan no say erade ye wo na wo ne me kasa na make it clear mamenti ase say wo na wo ne me kasa na ya sapon o Bible mu.
When I started speaking, no, me can't say. No, have you heard the song before? Have you heard the song anywhere before?
I know what that. And no be born you be wa baby. And no the song that ye. What you must say?
But have you?
The language if you are talking to your God, if it is your God, the one who created you, it is the you assess. Yeah, or can I say in the last days, no. A man for Becca say he was not talking about false prophets.
Okay.
He was talking about prophets omunim say omudi nyankopon na eya dwuma no. But ewie ne nyankopon dwuma no e de omu ye dwuma. Enti ka say bi wo ho ne ka kire wa anaso tia make sure say you are hearing from God because based on your kan ye no me say ye free ba no me and then me nim so obeba ha nti me nhihye ni ameka but based on ya wo kan ye no
yeah
enna enwum no so ameti ya wo se nyankopon de ma en bisa se ne nyankopon ne de nwum ma wo ye bunu ni ade ntira wan fa ma wo e wo bunu kasam na bunu for anti because unto the people he gave them a prophet and the prophet must speak to them in the language they will understand nyankopon ma bunu ni che se wa ma messenger not de be ma wo brofu mu.
Kind
of a controversial God is this? It's not my problem.
Okay, let's move on.
Which is a problem?
Machro.
Socrates, I think that this conversation you will have it when you're done.
And he answered me. I prayed. MC, me bompire catch a radi radia do for her, my bay. Ye be bitcher, mammy who say. O come when I would see him in Bible. Mammy, ya may be idea say, mammy.
And she says that she heard the song loud and clear.
Loud and clear. And he told me I'm a living test. And Mianca minim.
Oh, bro.
And come you. And it is not a message for me alone. To the world. Obia. So Yanabama boo. Niananidas wasa. You know, and you know, I encourage you, Obi. Chere Obi say, when you mean to me, that's so yeah, Juma.
Oh, Bruni, Yankupon, my language,
second verse, no crime. See, in the midst of
Bruni, Yankupon, message, don't find
my eyes have seen your grace at work. I heard you can do it, and you have done it. You lift me up and make me stand. You gave me reasons to testify. You restored my soul, and I am alive. So I have come with a testimony. I am testifying through this song. I am testifying for people to know that the grace of God. Oh, mpesa me chira nkrofo nyina say enwum yi me chira mo say nyame ni tumi ne na hoodene e da so ye adwuma usa nwum no me to no me kan say many ehunu my eyes have seen his grace at work many ehunu awrade adoma ye adwuma hwesa me chia na awrade tene me born di me bompa ye o say there is no other name given to man by which we must be saved except the name Jesus, and I called upon the name Jesus, and he answered me. And this is a song of testimony that I have released to bless others, for them to know that there is a God who heals, who delivers, and he is still at work. Hallelujah.
Indeed, there is a God who heals and delivers. Vida, for microphone, now Socrates, some more can argument in Uncle Sibia.
Mr. Socrates, Jinyankupondi.
Or Ginny Di Power,
that's Sapa. On the unfound language, on your media said, on him said you'll be at here. Yeah, on your meaning said you'll be on himself. So, I see, be away when to me uncle school, Papa, ain't you on Tebrofo or no Becassa? I'm what I say, when him say, wait, Tebrofo. Now, the international language, I will be at it. That song is for the whole world and not for me alone.
Obi to gospel, is it South Africa for Casa? No, say actually, you're gospel. Yeah, to the union, me and also create to Auntie and Kayakupon find you the man who Bunuka Sevenanka, want to Bunuka Seven. I said, who argument with microphone, argument with
Yankupon the Biamama Jankumo Bruno.
And then Yankupo so a bibi, you say, and so a bibi or a Chinese or a divider.
Mr. Socrates, my other
microphone,
yeah, not can be Mr. Socrates, what to God be the glory da. What to be that?
I know the important
want to be that. No, what is I want to Sanka idea would tip now what and Carbon said to God be him.
Meto
don't know
Dana say, Daonya mina say, me a queenie me free bitifi.
So
no Obiaka say if you go more.
For microphone.
Yeah, and Socrates, it's how Miss Yakupone make us a deal be drow. Because maybe they're not trogu bosso. Na kasa no so unni hunhum they go a bonus on tiase, and I don't know how he's going to interpret that, but she rightly says saying nyom na nyame the man for the world e wiase nyina betie ni akopon nim ze brofo ye kasa bia ekwachi no ode nyom na man wo brofo ma me support no me tie ni din no metimi say he has a place in our space. She doesn't sound or jinaye ewo ye dwuma ye mu on sound it so be afi na waba foforo or be try be a hwe inti no me bo aba so opa ni vocal power ni nene de, and I said you to nyom no so no ekoye ma me pa na she's in good hands cause here nesta ojina hana menim so your orchestra for conductor hasia ototo densa kosro. I mean he's a support system that every artist will need. The way we see here studio high cry etre. And I think that she's in good space now. Yeah, she name senyum no so a bet near baby. I mean invite no. Ghana Music Awards Europe. So bet you say never call Belgium. You best answer your nominees announcement no so Ghana has say. Into area be din komo won feature na fe ya hwese de beto to niema.
Okay, Tilly. My microphone in the brain briefly. Na yenja mama fia kwan.
I think she owes Socrates lunch this afternoon because the energy at Socrates it takes an experienced panelist who has seen artists, especially gospel artists, on your interviews to be able to get that energy. Mami, I don't know because interviewing once every time I made that crack. I want to or just saw as a crack and say nah. Where you energy ne from Montino Pacho, it was never on a bad note. And when who's our for it's okay, we do man Montiasi, oh, Boffield, there's your boy, stadium, it's a Montiasi. The Oyama no. See, oh no, mother, so video. That is the part that keeps conversation going for Eduma now, you know. And to don't see it in a bad light at all. Okay. These are questions. And you are also very outspoken. What to me, Ehodi will tell now defend it. That is it. And no, he doesn't mean it in a wrong way at all. And I'm hoping you don't take it that way. But a beautiful song. Woman, they are sending me my positive. I like the song, and you have a good sound. Good luck to you. Pia, and when you meet confrontational people like Socrates, no problem. Just stand on your turf, no defend on who send you defend the end because per what you said, you know what you're about. It's a good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay. And therefore, be kind comments kakra. They be no. Na mo me ko se me ka se mo mra Facebook na so mo tro se ma ya me kind. Enti ene no me kind kakra wo Facebook ha say. Enti wo hwe wo fia wo betumi enso aye den joining wo Facebook. E bia wo tika mu wo ba be si joining wo Facebook. Enuma ye boy efia you wa or say testimony.
The Lord himself goes before.
Testimony. In all the cases there was a test. And at the end of the day we came out with victory. And to testify, now this one is from Gideon Asian. Or say, Socrates, you are bullying her because she's speaking in Bono. God will punish you.
The Lord himself goes before me.
Obviously, say, Socrates, your argument is seriously flawed. Stop your baseless criticism. Obviously, say, is it by force to sing in Bono language because she's from Bono? A question. Obiso say Alex Opoku entry says Socrates, you are perfectly right. I hate it when Ghanaians sing in English with their literal translation, which is lifted directly from Tree to English.
Hey, it's all about Christ.
Okay.
All about Christ. I am a testimony.
Yeah, but that's to see a tone suffer or no bar. Yeah, we'll find out words to a year. Washer for any and Crawford 1 8 na chese yemfa angel kwan if ya man 40 can be bichroom.
Yeah.
Efia. Yeah. Okay, Socrates.
Former Minister for Arts, Honorable Barbara Otinjesi. Watoba kwamane me na I'll take her on par. I'll say your argument is non-fact cry. I'll say my argument near non-fact. And I want to make it a point to say my argument is not non-fact. I have a point based on the Bible. Nyame kan ye bia wo hanse and stand by it. So won't the Bible asia and no before say non-fact. But wonnim Nyankopon say nyame nim Nyankopon no ba dia na
wonnim Nyankopon.
Yes.
Say nya wo ti Nyankopon asefa na so say obi so ti na.
I pray say Nyankopon be mama that discerning spirit na me or dia mama ya mediti na semase no.
Socrates,
I pray.
Movies no are they?
Me movies no.
Hear me. Sending a message to the world.
Yes.
Me I bet if for so.
Wait.
Hot fork and brofo that
brofo. You see, you don't have that discerning. Wait. And Nyankopon tie me. Me imagine a hand say and can say Nyankopon this story ne maami o. No. Me nia me gina so a me de twen no ne say o se Nyankopon ene de man no. Me Medjuma me ye no.
Me share tuntum. O ka kire me.
Yes.
Say sa uhu ni daye mu. Say nya no uhu ni daye mu.
Yes.
Why na so da na de na de ma wo tuntum de ma brofo ene.
Tuntum nya brofo po. Tuntum ni language o. No. Debi mpacho tiem. No. Yes. Tie me. Mami educate you. No, me educate you.
Educate me.
Good.
No, don't inform me.
I'm informing you. Let me inform you.
Yes.
Tuntum, the characters no mo ni language o. Omo ankasa o. Ye commentary which inka ye be twi there, ye be English there, ye be a different languages. But the characters nankasa omo no. Omo ni language.
So per
omo ankasa.
Per allegations are really.
Any allegation, ye information. Yes.
Why wasn't your commentary in
put it into prayer.
Honorable Minister.
Yes.
Are you saying so we are spiritual inclined more than honorable?
Yes.
On what basis?
So me who say more that challenge, and I'll pray for you. Pray for you.
Okay. Efia, MC Ghana 480 you. Ghana 4 person wo mu hu baby a wonwum yi wo mu benya no.
Me pacho.
Nya Socrates ye na Ghana 4 me be share Facebook comment na se pa nkrofo bu sa say hifa no benya no no na wo mu etie.
Pacho enwumi video fefefe da YouTube. A me chire mu ne Erade aya mame. Ene ne a wotumi ye na etumi a hye obi to wa bonten nkran. Yeah. Ena wo call Spotify, Boomplay, need those digital stores na. Ubehu enyom no ewo honom. Ubo efie yiwa testify. Ubenya ewo honom. Tiebi na fa show hu nkran. Na hu se nyame oda so eye adwuma. Na megina akwanyen so e ka kire obi a na ba mabuo na ni da so asase. Onti enyomi no fanya mpaibo. No hu se nyame wo ho. Nyame gu so eye adwuma pa. Onka nche Awurade se de wo ye ma efie yiwa no. Sa na mesro se Awurade ye ne e kyen sa e ma me. So I'm a fear you are dancing dear and I miss mama dancing dear. Yeah. Madam management and so I say Media Excel production. Yeah. Me Dr. Kwesi Ernest, Nyamin Shani Bebre, so was so me. Yeah. Me husband I say he has been a pillar behind me.
Right.
Nyamin Shani Bebre, all the team of Media Excel production. Nyamin Shra Munyina, ma sorry for Mr. Socrates. Nyamin Shra wants to be brave.
Only Nyamin Shra no they are too hold or they are too hold. Before me. A big shout out to Ayekewa one no producing Nyumi I believe. Efia mpacho wutie me. Me ni Socrates chi o ye pon. Ye ja okwan enti Mr. Mema Socrates and distracted. That me busa say Kewa and a producing Nyumi.
Mpacho I Kewa and a producer.
And you know the song is live on all digital platforms. Boom for Apple Music, Boomplay. Baby I would see when you be akona kotie. Adansi die nyum. Adansi be na Nyankopon e de ama wo. Mejidi ye pass e wo so Nyankopon ye bi ama wo. I am living sebe tibia na wuwom ebi ana yare bi abon ebi ana situation bi a wo de ho akwakwahye mu. Nyankopon ayi wefri mu. God has given you a testimony and so you have to testify to the glory of Lord. So what's yes here? Enti wo testimony say yes Swahili, say ye Ewe, say ye Pepe, say ye French, say ye Dagatio, missing ye tie bia no Nyankopon wo betio. Whether translation or no translation, there is still a testimony. If you are any way about Ubenyano ewo all the streaming platforms ube to me akwa kopena wonso weti. Therefore, yensentie nyum ne ba kubiom na fe no wonso no wo call wo streaming platforms so aware to me akwa kotie. But this one is Testify from If You Are. Enjoy. Therefore, Mema Efia Emma the last words na fe na yemfa enga no kwan Efia mpacho preaching
enwom no hu baby a eda YouTube ni music digital stores no mpacho share bi tie bi for show hu nkran ye release ye ncheye nanso rada ya adoma ma wankasa kwa ko hwe views a yenya yeah namso tie enwom ye na for show hu nkran na hu se nyame wo ho a oda so ye adwuma yeah nkrofo be 42000 na etie enwom ye Yeah, cause just less than 2 weeks. Near Yami to me, no. TB, na fa bompaye. Na Yami be also on Sanchaniam wedi a dance. Hallelujah.
Amen, amen. I was seeing this. Hey, we are dramatic.
It's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony. You are God. I bless your name, your grace. I'll testify. You are God. I bless your name, your grace. In the midst of fear, you were with me. Oh, your goodness, I'll testify. My eyes have seen your grace at work. I heard you can do it. You have done it. You lift me up and make me stand. You gave me reasons to testify. You restored my soul. I am alive. See, as you can see, I'm alive. It's all about Christ. It's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony. I'm a living. Take a look at me. Take a look at me. Testimony. I'm a living. It's all about Christ. It's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony. Christ in me, the hope of glory. It's all about Christ. Take a look at me. It's all about Christ. I am a living testimony. I'm a living testimony. It's all about Christ. It's all about Christ. All about Christ. I am a living testimony.
What on a jump on the other fucking
Entertainment review.
and then Mr. Uberton some
Entertainment review. Entertainment review.
Question up on 14
Entertainment review.
Ghana for my man fast.
It's here for 53 minutes after 2, and then the 14th of June, and then a minute Peace FM Entertainment Review. Na masugusu awutie meeting the MCI boa menenemi di jumedie muchiame na it's here for na no ya wada enkomo a ye hyase a yentumi anwia ene yenya eye obi a wofi copyright office wo ba beka yensa wo ha ne ene no edi nkomo se mo beka ya emre bi a etwemu I think it's a issue where the Ghana had complaining. But let me just start from the recent happenings. Na maybe a trade moon and sing mu yenyanum alata for Nigeria for social media and so mu hawa TV stations be wa Ghana hanum say ya omo form intellectual property without their authorization. Now womu yino mu TV station Emma ebeye nkomo kese our social media and so Emma ye Minister of Communication Honorable Sam Jata George commenting subi sasu na the Secretary for the National Film Authority and so quickly went to comment on the issue with social media. Mani be yen komo kese pa United Showbiz so cry be pie wo ho ma ye twetwe ho komo. Ekwa wie kire no ye ni the Secretary for the National Film Authority twetwe komo no wo kire mu say Sise no wama yesa wamo beye invite TV stations no ahodo no na wamo de wama fantetiye mu anase training mu na wama kire wamo eniema ewese wamo ye ni nia eni so wamo ye when it comes to say wo fa will be intellectual property na wakwako TV so Emma me kwa mi busa ne se na sebio se TV adwuma ya wokwako ye ya wokwaje license na license na wokwaje no so no se sebe adwuma na wode license ne ba be ye kire wo ehun mra eda ho ye kire wo eniema wo betumi aye ne ne ani se wo be ye so afei ne yesa ba be spend resources na ye de akwakọ kire nkrofo na de ana I mean komo no koye ne ekoye na enu kotwese ne juada that's on the following week no ne hu say National Film Authority release letter wa mu kire mu say say no TV station bia wunim na ba kofo obi sini na wa ba yi sini no wa mra wonye to me emfi woni pa sebio sinini ya ne dia no ho no you stand a chance and I say you stand a risk of losing with TV license because some be revoke license no any ade. Now when na Ghana for busa say nti sam reni na copyright office for no mo we he na san komo we yanti o munka wo mu yi. Na say ya dia asaba be bom eye America movie producer your friend Tyler Perry. The movie fufra wodi aba your friend no eye straw me gidi ye pass it for wonam social media ne so TikTok ne so ni ade. This movie has become the conversation of the day. I am for actually musenya movie lisifa ya reactions are banning aman for bebrena pu person wa mu hwe eye sini na sini e wo Netflix na yehu ya ne say eye TV stations awudo bi liked TV ka hu bi wo mu eyi sa sini e wo omu TV stations so ama Ghana for woodro na Ghana for bebrena ebe express concern say adia TV stations eye na Ghana he wo mu gu eye sinitwa adwuma no in a way because wo mu ntia say we disrespect a lot of people on intellectual property ye banga kofa yemfa enidi ese any de fata emmo mu na emom ye ko download the movie no from whatever source ye download the fino na wo mu de ababetu omu TV station no so na omu ye de wo mu yi. This stirred up conversation about social media magana for bebre na etre express wo mu displeasure na ananu ada ya wada aye betina ha ye twetwe nsan komi as at the time na copyright office for no ni enti wo mu nka ye hu nkrata bia wo de ababetre ntem se betina ha ye didi hu nkomo no enu achi ene ye hu se letter bi ene na mo mframani ma efi eye the copyright officer na mamin kind a year story kakra entrem for now. The National Anti-Piracy Committee of the Copyright Office of Ghana has issued a stern warning to all television stations in the country, cautioning them against the unauthorized use, broadcasting and distribution of copyrighted content. In a press statement signed by William Bonsu, Principal State Attorney, the Copyright Office of Ghana, it mentioned that the committee has noted that some TV stations are engaging in the illegal practice of downloading and airing copyrighted materials, such as films, series, documentaries, and sports broadcasts, without obtaining the necessary license or permissions from the rights holders. The committee emphasized that this practice constitutes a serious offense under the Copyright Act 2005 Act 690 as amended and may result in severe legal consequences, including fines, imprisonment, or both. Wamachemu said, read NFA to revoke license of TV stations airing content without authorization. Now, the unauthorized use of protected works not only undermines the creative industry, but also deprives the creators of their rightful earnings and contravenes Ghana's national and international obligations. To avoid legal repercussions, the committee advises all TV stations to cease and desist from broadcasting any content without express rights or license obtained from proper authorities. Maintain clear records of content acquisition and licensing agreements for inspection. The National Anti-Piracy Committee, in collaboration with the law enforcement agencies, has intensified surveillance and enforcement activities nationwide to clamp down on copyright infringement. The committee will not hesitate to take legal action against any station found culpable. We ena a year the Copyright Office in collaboration with a year the Piracy Committee no edi ababa betuwa wamu chire mu say etefo wamu say enye ne papa mu say will be befa will be copyrighted content na we in the TV so without a year the correct authorization say wo beji to me krata if you woni pa e bia content no ye ne dia ho no say unisa to me kratana you don't have any business say wo be den wo be akofa wo nipa no content na wo ba be yi ni TV so wo ma sign akire mu say say no wo mo de niam bebregu akwan mu a o ma intensify o mo surveillance che say wo mo senia womo hwe adwuma ne so say no womo de measures agugu akwan mu a womo intensify sa activity na chese womo de behwe TV stations awodo a womo eyi content a womo nya right say womo beyi na womo kire mu say the Copyright Office in collaboration with the Piracy Committee they will not hesitate to say we a TV station now we kofa obi copyrighted content now we without authorization as you say no be take legal actions na me ready sankrate asemba ko a eba metim ni say aso say ye pirating crofo movies sha Ghana hanyene me debi and I'll refer to this example say maybe a etwemu ye kochichi nkrofobi ewo circle womo parody movies ene nwom ne ade ma ye de ebi mu court e fine ebi mu wa wantumi antua no ye chill so that means emra ne wo ho a ye de ye adwuma no say na ye caution TV stations no which we know that we say womu nim e was womu nim emra eda eye say wo yi sini wo TV so no womu nim emra eda ho a womu bu mra ne so no is this the right time to still caution or we actually have to take action? Studio Hanum say, yes, Samuel Ewuku, our principal documentation and research officer, our copyright office, Ababekaya and Sawahaya, and Betchin Komo. Yebesuya de Kakra, na face so and Sembisabi Wahama Pam for no super Mubusa no Munya Muntiasia, Womosu woman ya quine Ede Atuja. Samuel, Yabema Akaba entertainment review so. Me pa short minka.
Me ton kapa.
Okay, ya be ma kwa ba dia entertainment review so.
Pa short me da se pa.
Okay.
Me che phone so.
For so. Yen hyen komo na say Samuel, ne edi kan ye ka copyrights e da dia.
Wadaroma me da se copyright can adequate no intellectual property broadly no. A part of intellectual property law. It is one branch of intellectual property what we call literary and artistic expressions homebang enti nkofo a omone edijuma ti se obia atonyum ana wachronum ana wachroni book obia ye ni movie a film producer we producer ni movie and as a software developer or also developing a software or an application or several others to say logos no more ne painting ne sculpture work no nyina their copyright ebo ho ban enti no copyright no ye to me bia emrade ma nipa ono na wahihye adwumade bisa you can say the creator of the work is granted certain exclusive rights to protect his or her work. So he alone, and as a odi jumano, a friend or creator no, or non kwan a bit me, ama ho kwan, so obi enyusu sa the work no in any manner or form. Or non kwan ene wo ho kwan, mrana man ho kwan say obetimi aye nema bi. To say the rights that are granted no, a right of reproduction, right of public performance, right of broadcasting and making available to the public, right of distribution, right of translation and adaptation of the work. Women are a part of a bundle, a whole bundle of rights are reserved only for the copyright owner or the creator of the work. It's an say, so be a tonyoma and as obi any movie emrano man kwan say onon kwan na betimi a chese me movie meton say ana asama say e no won kwan say obeton ama amansan nyina ensa kan bi obi pese oye anything in relation to the work na e was a seek permission and it's a broadcasting organizations TV stations are wabosui obi pese or show a movie or any audiovisual material for that matter e also odikan any producer no e kan wasem say o movie me pese me show wo me channel no so then the producer or the whoever the right holder no is no will grant you that license or a permission to go ahead and broadcast at least for a certain period of time under certain terms. So offer ope at a year go ahead to broadcaster. Nature say according to the Copyright Act in the nature say watumra, you have violated the right of the copyright holder of that movie. I'm just using movie as an example, but the principle is the same for all other types of works. Say nipana enyum no boy and swa or emrano eman ho kwan to restrict others from having access to.
Okay. Na entremu a wodi ama yen say our mayati basically their copyright it begs the question say where have you people been? Because what shemu pefe say mrama mu kwan say obi ekofo obi intellectual property na one go through the right channels sir mrama hu kwan say legally no onipa no be taking it on. For mu as a copyright institution no is it that there was so be very reporting mamo and sana mo to me di hu juma and I say mo ankasa no mo betumi adu juma without somebody reporting to you. So assuming say be aware who say sini bi omu unity so if I say movie destroy here omu di unity so na be amu reaching out to the various TV station now omu twa say sini na omu timi chem so okay sini no yakọ downloading ye na emom no ya nya dem yenya ho nkrata to me bia ye di na. Can you people take them on directly or the owner of the content has to report?
You answer me that say first and foremost no copyright no because we say it is a private right. Individual now or no edi na juma no or sa work no create that particular work no he has the onus lies on him or her say or no will be the first person to police his work or her work. But aside that no as an office through copyright monitoring team we can the copyright monitoring team as set out or established under section 50 of the Copyright Act no Emma CMT no to me say obe monitor works across the country to investigate cases of copyright infringement and then also to undertake anti-piracy activities aside other such powers. And as an office no say if we get the hint so BBC ekoso there is somebody is perpetrating a copyright infringement you bet me the CMT can go in to address the issue. The CMT can go in to perhaps verify from Nipana or show at the chrono. Say, who to me in the first place to do so, and only who to me. And let's just say the items may be seized. The gadgets or the humano could be seized. The person behind that will be arrested and prosecuted.
Okay.
But anytime Monswa rights holder will prompt the officer his or her rights have been infringed by somebody we act on the person's complaint and in the past. In fact, I have to correct this at this point. I was may clarify all kind press statement. You were using the term as a National Anti-Piracy Committee, but according to law, a copyright monitoring team. It will be addressed as such. Now, it is established under Section 50 with a number of. It's composed of a number of police officers. Copyright representatives. There were 5 right holders on that team, and then 2 officers also from the copyright office. And it's that team we at any point in time can take up on itself to swoop or undertake any activity that is designed to clamp down on piracy or any other form of copyright infringement.
Okay. Na senior woka copyright monitoring team.
Yeah.
Say no my you sue the National Piracy Committee.
There is nothing like that in the law.
Me pacho say.
There is nothing like that in the law. In the Copyright Act of 2005, Act 690, no, it doesn't make mention of any such body. It talks of the copyright monitoring team.
Okay.
I'm sure say
briefly, no, my main kind kakra what the copyright monitoring team or more year. One or say there is by this act established a copyright monitoring team referred to as the monitoring team. Yes. The monitoring team shall comprise a number of police officers, 5 representatives of copyright owners and 2 officers of the Copyright Office that the Copyright Office may require. 3. The monitoring team shall monitor copyright works, investigate cases in respect of copyright, undertake anti-piracy activity, and perform other functions that are necessary to protect authors. 4. Members of the monitoring team from the police service may be seconded to the Copyright Office for periods and on terms that the Minister of Justice and the Minister of Interior may determine on the advice of the Copyright Administrator and the Inspector General of Police. I think so it goes on and on. But basically, and Yamaka cry your name, at least I was a monitoring team, no omoye.
Yeah, MC, based on what you read, Nintino, the person made the count in the past. In fact, the law no established this because the law was passed in 2005. But the CMT was inaugurated in 2015. In fact, 2015 they share the Jumediase. In the past, no, now there were about close to 5 police officers who were actually attached to your office. No, we had the enforcement unit that was made up of police officers, but with time, most of them have been recalled by the police administration. At the moment, the CMT has. The Copyright Office has just 1 police officer, but anytime a CMT, will put itself together to undertake an activity, they always call on other police officers to beef up and to help them undertake the exercises. Now, just less than 2 weeks back, the CMT undertook an exercise to clamp down on book piracy around Makola Honum site. In fact, it may seem so say the office doesn't as a Monty and Candy and the CMT is not heard of, but Juma Kakanga in the background because
and then me know say when you go on the street of me call it Krajo Lujanshin Haya. A man for kita, a man for Numa, one more the pen drive. So people are selling it, and they are yet here. They are doing komoya by 80. We have TV stations, and yes, a TV station or Shamantri every baby na war broadcast you. And yes, a TV station maybe our broadcasting. We are seeing now. It's our honum, and we have TV stations that are still showing movies and content. Wamunya the right authorization. Wamuyi. I am so bad. Say we have other actors from other countries. One more etna sebi omusimpia one more soma build the social media. So Ghana for. So it begs the question, say monitoring team at the empan one more year. Because if say they be a year 2 year go abontin so to arrest people or whatever it is, it be an kebe kaka. But as at now, see, this act, ejinemu dindi amount for kasa womechi womeni kra shame for
MC Medasibium earlier on as you spoke the Adanse crash some time back there were some arrests that were made. Indeed, office na Juma over the years. But I want to put across the challenge eso. Na senior muhunu or Ghana, and yet I mean it is not only peculiar to Ghana, the situation elsewhere, and so they are grappling with the same situation because technology man nemaye easy ama obi tisenia ukan so obi na traffic light mo okra pen drives na or tom. You see, so it really means that the office has a lot of work to do. But we need the resources, the adequate resources and the logistics to be able to perform, to clamp down on these illegalities. But we have been seriously under-resourced, and that is what accounts for. And the more can say, and I said what is perceived as though the office doesn't the CMT4 no and yes, but resources are the be human. In fact, a massanie was said by ye bet me a ye human no send it. But aside that no, ye go so ye human send ye bet me a no, you know. Send me can say me man for example with book piracy and saying at CMT no we have received many complaints also, and so we have written letters to some TV stations, and me say as time goes on, more thing can say, the Copyright Office has invited and some TV or broadcasting organizations to discuss copyright infringement cases.
Okay, mama pam for nimbre na insembusebi a womo and I say suggestions, opinions, and comments. I mean, fact, was an essential say.
Better. I am Wakwaba. Send ne otumidi akukudru. Niaba a bedi corporate unkomo. Na adeba kwa yeme ya kakrawo nkoma wudi na hone se. Mama dena say the thing is damaged. Before now, you people want to correct it. What I say? Problems are right owners. What Ghana have facing majority of all the problems musicians right owners Ghana have facing now. You bet as I said the problem in our best share corporate more office and I say you people have failed there, all of us. You people have failed Ghana.
No, what exactly
because a human as I say. Like, for example, say we a musician, right owner, now we are new Oko corporate officer, your mouth form, I'll be a declaration, but as the owner,
forms,
fill a form. Fill a form now, you will see a mouth for coming to register your music with corporate organ.
Yes.
Very good. The reason and the purpose of that collection now, is because you want to, I want you to say, till you nipa a Ghana musician. Why and what the other corporate office Ghana say a babe or person you protect them. Until by so doing, corporate Ghana, you just to say you be protecting the work from being violated. Yes, I know. From being violated and I say will be fun copyright. Yes, I know. But right under corporate office, more traffic lights, teachers hall, a crisis or a room as also done, baby I down phone one, mental phone one. Right there in front of at the back of my office. Anapa area and enemy. Young men are standing there with pen drive. Of Ghanaian musicians in Ghana for right owners in Nyomaye. They are standing at the back of Mom office and they are selling songs. Gao for kita and Kramofo wemu omukita musicians CDs and omo twetwe nkofo nyumagu pen drive so and omo jam office na chi no moton and ema nkofo in traffic light. Are you people saying say mo kwa adwuma na pa mo ba yina no you haven't seen say nkrofo kita a pen driver ye ton musicians and our traffic light say you haven't none of you am work corporate office mo ye say nkrofo kita pen drive and na mo nipa na ba corporate office aba be register mo gini sika say be protecting nipa na afile form mo gi mandate at one no. You people are sitting there and people are selling the same work in comfort to train musicians, right owners and the traffic light and nobody seems to do anything about it. Call La Paz market. By this time, I'm no say go to Abeka La Paz. Coffee boys are mounting laptops. And one the musicians, right owners, and you more corporate of Ghana, Major to say, mobile protecting musicians. No. One more the laptops is one, and the action for you and your ton of 5 CDs. Our Abeka La Paz market here. Ko Ashama market, a the wholesale price. And the other numerous laptops is one, and a more corporate office. Artists now must move protect Ghanaian right, move protect yen. Said the bill being violated your right, and to train you know, Muyabe fill form with this canoe. Kokanation market. Go to Kwame Nkrumah Circle, Big Ben and Nim Hornum. Go to these places. This is happening 24/7. Kokaswa market. Go and see how damaged people are causing Ghanaian right owners. And yet the corporate office of Ghana is doing nothing about this. Say what's the mayor cancer anti what's the buffer back say we should maintain it. Say mayor monetary team was from saying
Copyright monitoring.
Corporate monitoring team. What's the first name from saying CMT? We say you want it to the name, no, we should mention the name as such. One will say Oba Studio Hana Mudim Krania you're getting it wrong, no. You push us to the into the line. Say your mudini cry born wrong. No, we should make sure say you're maintaining right yambo mudini ye. And yet Ghanaian right owners now one customer jomo permission. Say mobile protecting Ghanaian right owners, musicians, no. You people are sitting in the office there for over years now, and musicians have been violated over and over and over and over. You people are driving through Kojolu traffic light in front of Fiesta Royal. They are standing there selling Ghanaians on pen drive. The broad daylight. Sir, are you telling me, sir, none of you at corporate office have seen that Ghanaian right owners are being violated? Is it today? And I'm overcome some. And I say, you people haven't seen anything wrong, say whatever is happening. So if I see anybody come in and talk about corporate, I'm one person. I wish that the corporate office should be closed. If you ask me, I will tell you that the corporate office should be closed, because the core mandate of corporate office now, the mom say, Secretariat na Juma Munya from protecting Ghana, no, the work you people have failed totally. There's nothing you people are protecting in that office. So tell me the scope of corporate. Tell me what are you people protecting for Ghanaians? You people are protecting nothing.
I think say there is a big problem at hand.
Yes,
that is true. Yajitum as an office ye say amount for be violating copyright, but me can catch say copyright office monitoring team, you know, the copyright monitoring team, and some betimi mobilize it, taking action. Resources.
But senior, before you talk about resources, say your child royalties were Ghana ha. Say CM was no child royalties were ha. From your friends Blank Levia. How much are you people entitled for? What percentage does corporate office entitled? No, I want you to give me them because that percentage. Okay, Mate. Okay, you're going step by step. Mate.
Someone answer now, baby, because
okay,
I think say you are making it clear. Say resources.
Yes.
One of my major challenges.
Exactly. It is a major challenge in the office.
Good.
Mamin Tiasia.
Yeah.
And there was a resource in a free bar.
The Copyright Office is an agency under the Office of the Attorney General, Ministry of Justice. Annually, you submit a budget. But
budget no more the choir one fee and I said
I buy my budget, but it is so much inadequate.
So wait, yes. If you are presenting a budget for about, let's just say 1 million Ghana cedis to government.
Yeah.
That's how 1 million Ghana cedis be on mama mumu 10,000 cedis pay. And I said, what is it? Because if you
yes,
say
in the first place, no crano. I buy a ceiling say you should be working around this. I buy the kind of show and say she said on a Ministry of Finance amount ceiling say this is what you should work your budget within. And then I just say every time or every year, your budget are what we require to actually pursue your mandate nationwide. No.
Okay.
Yes, Anka.
Okay.
And Sunday all kinds of call La Paz.
Bram Pacho to boys, Mr. When you were down when you
ask.
Who beside resources? Into resources, no? Maybe a way from Babana, maybe to us.
But
as part of the resources, no? Yeah, say corporate office of Ghana. Say a check blank levia. Me pesa papa and do ha. Ye na yen Saturday once. Almost say they are lacking resources. Me pesa catch Ghana for say Ghana CM was no check royalties. Blank levies na few customs ebano. How much percentage in a corporate office or motite as part of a campaign or a monitoring team no munyes cardiac edumano? How much?
You MC me da CBM so we bisa question. I will want to give a certain background to the levy now or Kamwasem. The section 27 of the Copyright Act established what we call the blank levy, or it imposes a levy on devices that are imported into the country. True. which can copy copyright materials.
True.
Ebini pen drive ya boss we CD ne ade customs na ejiji customs here now with my copyright office. Now copyright office they are my beneficiaries, which are the right holders. And regulation 19 of the copyright regulations 2010.
That's right.
LI 1962.
That's right.
Spell out how this the proceeds should be disbursed.
That's true.
Exactly. The Copyright Office is entitled to some 6%.
Okay.
Customs is also entitled to some 4%.
First of all, mommy, I got the answer.
Because of time
when you need baby. Answer na me pen.
Yeah, me
patrol. And the topic when many person. What the car say? Corporate office no mu entitled to 6% of the levy.
Listen to me.
That was the question I asked, and I took it. Yes, I
let me finish.
You entitled for 6%.
One mama no see.
Okay, mo see.
Yes. Okay. Emphatically, we say Copyright Office is entitled to 6%.
6%.
But Nietiani say over the years no, Niema porting regulations no, are prescribed say NGG levies no also no.
That's what.
Ebine cassette.
That's what.
In fact, customs body yen levy no more friend cassette levy because some years back no na cassettes ne CDs ne iPods ne niama sa. But saniama we nyina udi ho dance bebre say ne mo movies ne mo music mo fan to CDs to be. And sania in the past no na those things were imported in large quantities no. And this bium. And the levy ya o kan wa me process ne beba no na ye kuma bi. And ye check Copyright Office 6% no. And so adwuma was ye die no. Me pa cho ti o.
Me tie pa bra.
And afen so aban ebesan age enum fa. Because the
aban budget 6%
government caps our internally generated fund, that is IGF source of funds biano. Aban jimu 34%. It will my 6% now buying so as I why 6% the free so already zika so and as I can be and I was say the share other administrative issues of the office.
Okay.
Now yet the beings were supported the work of the copyright monitoring team.
Okay.
But
boss wakasa mpacho metima bemu. Okay. According to Emrana Okenka sections now Okenka Mayan.
Yeah.
Which and say 6% of that money no per the act it mandates to say Corporate Office of Ghana must collect that money for the purposes of monitoring purposes.
And yes, sir, you are getting it wrong.
Correct, straight in my kakra. We are like
Regulation 19 says 6% to the Copyright Office.
Copyright Office. And
Copyright monitoring team is a child of the office. So
Bra, but what to boss, mammy?
Me pacho, and I make a show.
That's 6%.
6%.
That's 6% levy now, yet you know. And I'm very emphatic on this because you mentioned, say, you people are lacking logistics.
Yes.
For you to go and do your job.
Yes.
Sister, what did I make an say?
Yes.
But what did I make an say? Me the problem at all, and I would say, you people are lacking funds. That is why I'm going to make one Mojuma. Okay, and I make sure, say, on my Ghana, Yamrana, no. Yeah, check blank levies are cost on 4G's car to a right owners are. There's a 6% money that comes to corporate.
Yes.
And maybe so 6%. And I was which them say 6% is kind of back. But government aban so this 6% ma. Government so sign Jim fa. And see a basana de ba mo hono enye inadequate. Inadequate. Is inadequate for your operations.
Yes.
Okay, boss. Me pese wankasa o mame ye na ye wo dem ha catch you na show camera and catch him. When was the last time Corporate Society of Office of Ghana we must set out a monitoring team? Mutuas come on said they should go and clamp down people who are violating right owners' works. When was the last? My date and time and when and year.
There's a medical amount example. Medical amount said 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago,
they undertook an activity to clamp down on book piracy.
When was the last time Musaka? When was the last time Musaka? When was the last time Musaka levy?
Last time I Musaka levy.
When was the last time Musaka levy? For the last 10 years. For the last 10 years, now even collections near high, comparable to the last 5 years back, and now 6 years back, CD. And they can say talk from
Safon years back, to say 2018 more ne sano.
Yeah.
Not relatively not
from
the
20,
levy in the process
from 2015 2013 14 15 not the levy was good.
It was relatively good.
It was relatively
compared
good
to today.
What happened until you see 2020?
And I say
2020 has come so was there any activity around some clamp over people who are violating?
Mr. Safo that team change. Obet made the dance here. Say office no had supported the work of the CMT over the years. After its inauguration in 2015, they 1 year, conducted anti-piracy exercises across the country.
Okay.
And this year, ABR on a very large scale, you might expect it, but it is all due to the inadequacy of the resources that we require to work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mami ma bi for microphone.
Yeah. Matter with a very delicate. But quick questions now. I come main point.
Okay.
So be registered corporate. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I am there. So we be sa question because question be say or can be say yeah register and he expects once said somebody had paid to register a work. No, we are empowered to protect the work. But maybe I won't register work be that. Oh, Baba register music. I have 47 CDs. Bisa on say for an album or whatever a single and as a compilation or day ban.
Forever.
Yes, it's 47 CDs.
Buy that for microphone so be up so kasa.
Into me paucho. Sus one pass and registration so near compulsory. Nipa no opana be registered in him because whether it is registered or not, as long as he has expressed the work by the nature of copyright, no. Protection is only dependent on you expressing the work in some tangible medium. And no power now be register. And no, kokobrani yen inyum naso or just at all times he can prove say on the sanyum yen dia. And registration hon in faso. It's 47 cities kumana nka yen sabe kanokra no emma.
Because musicians know I see
Kwesi Mr. Your time Kwesi what
interest of coming to register anyone.
No, but the point I want to make in the point is whether the person has come to register a work or not, we as an office we have a duty to protect or ensure we uphold right holders rights. And registration a voluntary. It's not even an issue. I was just making the point. Say, registration fee now, as I'm now can. BB something very scanty. It's so insignificant as compared to the amount of money we need to mobilize the CMT to undertake anti-piracy activity. One our boss will say, "Oko baby, a shaman yadi." And if the CMT is supposed to be working across just Accra and Mpo, Ansana Kumase, Niako, other major cities now, you can imagine the amount of resources that will be required.
So
we don't have it.
Because you don't have clearly.
I'm sorry. It's unfortunate that it's unfortunate that you will say that the office should be closed down. I'm sorry.
It's quite not unfortunate though, because Asema Okanya. Oh, okay. No, it's because of Asema Okanya make account because
the office is not there for only CMT work.
I understand, but
yes,
Asema,
the office is not only for doing enforcement.
What else is it there for?
The office also does public education and most of
public education on what, please?
Of course, on copyright.
So if you are doing public education and yes, the problem is persistent and the only solution is the clamping down, and that is the part of the work that you are saying you don't have the resources for. Okay, you know what?
Look,
okay,
you know what?
You talk.
Coming back to the levy issue, thankfully the office together with its stakeholders have revised the copyright regulations. And we are very hopeful that the levy now you can want them because the new regulations come with new items or material or media that are capable of copying copyright material, copyright content. And we are very hopeful. Say when we start implementing that new regulations, it will bring in more revenue that will support right holders will benefit more, and the office will also be resourced substantially to be able to perform its work.
Well, I think say and you know say you need to form more social media and so the side media as well as yet for mutin ya best share for more Facebook no so say mfidie na yedi djuma no atochima kaka ntina ase munhu obi a eye no 110 ya best say mumbai with us we mra ye djuma wo so. But some of the comments that are coming in and they say if the office does not have the resources for CMT enforcement, then why should it be there? DNT na any office no and me who said till raises our concern as well as ACOCNS and so raise yashwa for Facebook so be na ebusa say office no more like resources na say aban here ready so be resource more. Then why is the office there? Because we have the Attorney General of Ghana, Dr. Dominic Ayeni, watch a man for because someone misuse funds from government. Enti nkrofo wia nkrofo intellectual property na ye ka say ye ni sika ye de be so masrema wo mo achiche san nkrofo ya na say dwumedie ana say botaye ntia one of the botaye because you said that among the aside from the enforcement and there are other things moye one of the botaye ntia ya tesa office na si ho no mo no yen to me more musika na aka dia wo mo de be ye adwuma no, then why is that institution there?
That one was MC, but the office yes, the office has a function to play. Of course, Section 65, 66, which establishes the copyright office now. It has. It spells out clearly. It spells out clearly what the office has to do. Administering copyrights. Enforcing copyrights and even serving as the first point of call for international copyright matters. We as an office we ensure the enabling environment which protects copyright is to a large extent is up to date. And now Mekacho say, we have managed to pass the new copyright amendment regulations. Efforts are underway to amend the Copyright Act itself because it was passed sometime in 2005. 20 years have already gone by. And efforts are ongoing to revise the Copyright Act itself. And And so I made mention of copyright, public education, and we have been doing public education in various ways. We go to the schools, we have targeted stakeholders that we engage or we educate on public copyright
issues.
But yes, we also do mediation. You know, the office receives complaints. Often on copyright disputes, and we try to settle those issues. We try to mediate in copyright disputes. Aside that, and also,
okay, I think you've made it clear some of the no, but you see, Nana ya mema wabem, but nkoma ye boni hey, any understanding and I intremu aminya no, I say asema ye di nkomo no. Copyright office na ya TSC was say endi se adwuma no ehun hia mu. Let me finish because there are 7 agencies under a Attorney General office. We have the Registrar General's Department, we have the Council for Law Reporting, we have the Law Reform Commission, the General Legal Council and Ghana School of Law, Copyright Office, Legal Aid Scheme, IOCO, which is the Economic and Organized Crime Office. Now, you share the resources Economic and Organized Crime Office. They carry out in Yuma a Western Womoye. I was see a comufie, radio mufie, a coach you say, all these things are done by resources.
Yes, exactly.
So if we sit here today and we have a discussion now in common, you say we don't get enough funds, and not just say copyright issue now, baby, asem kesi wo krom ha, every and crowd of their hard-earned money, omo production mu anke we say, womu etumi. Enye bibi free mu na said ye be ya omo to me say ye senior say ye nyumo say ye music video whatever it is so no be to me aside ye be not just say fire ho as an institution, because if we sit down and we have all these agencies ni sika ye be twa to was say agency ni di ye adwuma no ye mfa mom and I say, and let me use your words okay say already no abanya chechire wo say gu achi because wo kono say your budget a wo de kokra ya cho say wo budget na wo ye making around let's just say 10,000 Ghana cedis. That means that copyright office in the mandate now was one bought intellectual property who buy no. It is a priority in my Nana, so get you are not. Are you here?
No, but see, when it comes to funding issues, there, it goes beyond we as an office. Yeah, they say we will present our budget. Say we need this in order to work. But ebebano not saying
it may go beyond you as an office. You may not have an answer, but clearly, and community says part of a Jumane was a moyeno. Ehu hiamo. And I
MC. Copyright as an office we are ever ready to work once we are
as an office, but whoever it is that you are under that is supposed to ensure say not just say who here that's what I'm trying to say. Nana dear Brim,
I think that a point and number me reason or no say office need to say once or more hodie we will desire to work, but say your man resources so be you jumana or the obet name IGP, but send your fault say won't mean your mobilization the way up because I believe say ministry now more as you know, and I say I think proactive in financing the office. Some people say 16 regions no more name.
There be
okay.
Yeah, we are. It comes back to the point again. We have only offices Accra and Kumasi Nkwa.
Okay.
They have. Yes, it has always been in the plan of the office that you better establish regional and even zonal offices. Okay. But we are handicapped.
But let me ask you before Nanaya call, is the salary no is it funded? More salaries they you
yes, government pays us.
Some na me person me tia say Nana to aso.
Taxpayers say etia omo 2 nti no cry very inadequate in terms of.
Okay, but I would like to say with support from our international partners, say the World Intellectual Property Organization, they are assisting us with a new system that will permit people to register their works online. Internet no would mean that we might not need that much presence in the regions because people can register their works online, but it is something that is under development.
And also, chess mobilize enforcement. Well, yes, we may submit, but Muntimin crack it down on.
No, but I would also like to say, it's we are talking about private right holders. They can also help us. Right holders, office no in a way by way of providing some funds to support the CMT to undertake its work. Maybe I say I can't say you rely only on buying resources. It may not be enough, but private sector can also partner and provide some support for the copyright office.
Okay, now
right.
To my final point. No, I think the biggest challenge in just the mobilization because you say okay, muntimin ko baby at the same time and chasing Crawford. But you want Crawford or more infringe copyright laws now or more in to say television stations, sometimes station minimum who's one gasa him say station we all money right no. But in who some more chase you because in this system no usually no chase big fish now. And I man back on all from the near Bresse, na we cry yes, ye chasing an army.
Okay.
But ye who some who chase so everyone said TV station bo new Sinibia eba in the corporate or say yet Motia say Obi release movie there's a number of years in poor say running a life and so even po Obinya TV license winya. But moon chases our TV stations. Na de bia kasana yen shouldn't action. Inti am your confidence because so guys 43 cities and yes go
yeah
but nanka in Crawford who say more protect or more copywriter. I believe say about forcing Crawford we dem register with copyright because more protect your copyright in but since I yen who side I don't think you move bebre yamba mo home register because it has automatically releasing the copyright and protecting. But ideally, for a second layer, in case I send me a court near here evidential paperwork a buying. But because you're showing whom enforcement a big challenge am I into radio me to move. Mon starting chasing big fishes no. They say TV station a show you movie. I'ma admit it. If it omo let I'ma admit it. Inti say who say mu take your mon. Men take your money who wait ni na yantia and their bedding.
I say church letters to certain media houses. As time goes on, you may hear some TV stations have been invited for questioning by the copyright monitoring team. I mean, the problem is quite enormous, and we have to do it step by step. And so you can't say all TV stations that are infringing on rights, on people's rights. We invite them at the go. It may be difficult.
Oh yeah, by
no, but you see, the law is there. The law is there, Pacho. Law, no. Once it is, you have been culpable.
Yeah. Once the evidence is there,
yes.
I am there.
Yes, you can always be.
Government agencies.
The material, but since all
government
so it's cry we a year and I say
since new leadership never new leadership never make sure as office to office interagency make sure
yes but there has been that plan to meet the new leadership.
The copyright infringement in Nigeria ni hona no release a press statement no man drop to
copyright commission of Nigerian Copyright Commission by am I
by reach out because some letter no ka
yes, I can complaint from NTC, Nigerian Copyright Commission, which
yes or no.
we are
Samuel,
engaging
may
them.
sell NFA for reaching out to you, Anna. Samuel, me patrol NFA for reaching out to you.
Yes, for a meeting.
No, but you just said no. You just said no.
I said there's a plan to meet, but there
is a plan. Hey, tell if a microphone on.
Yeah, Pamocho, more my America.
Yeah, Mamma, you want me problem.
We believe that things will fall in line.
Me, Mrs. Yamiti, me problem, pan, say. By this time,
yes, some was a more.
Me pacho yen yahu ko bom pa yen chire nyankopon. Samuel, tell me ba.
Samuel. Funds are more my ebi so yes so
government ni who say ade we hu hia your be resource yen fa ye o de maba pacho oro ye
no creba ko e ho ne say as it stands now as anamun tell me nkan wa ha
you are the host
no abutre okay. Okay, till if a microphone.
Oh, I'm ready for your question.
As I met me, I call the mattress. The patrol, what role our office where then I want to know where to target my questions.
Me, principal research officer, principal documentation and research officer.
Okay. Aside resource, which is the financial resource now, what other resources now? The muhia.
We need logistical support.
Support.
We also face the deficiency in infrastructure. Ebia on my office order, but what by office order? As I said, we have infrastructural deficits in the office.
So that's what I'm asking. Say,
infrastructural wise, no, we are deficient.
Okay.
We need, state of the art IT infrastructure to work. We don't have that.
Okay.
Basically, we ban no be register. You be generate forms now. You be no questions now. Until some can say WIPO or the World Intellectual Property Organization is trying to help us with a system that will permit people. Yes, it's the work we do is is largely manual. Vehicles. So CMT for beko hane tamale akwa di omajuma no. Ina vehicle no ombe here. They would need strong logistics. Logistics are almost the beyo omajuma aside vehicles no. Of course, they will have to go with certain equipment to ebia say omo de bebo ho ban. Ejuma no omo ye no so a bit risky because so in a way they have to go in appropriate outfit.
Okay. So resources kakana about my office. Majorly a dena a mu sikapfana like the major.
It goes into administrative expenses. You better fuel. You better electricity.
Because they okay muni kan pa mudi chin.
Men kan say nika. Man kan say nika.
Okay. Fuel for what?
But we you hear more. You hear more vehicles, strong vehicles are. You the be juma. And you better fuel a freezer scan electricity. And one year the better. BB say or office. BB and I say, administrative expenses, little maintenance in the office. Nina freezers kuma.
Okay.
And I make a choice. Even for I buy a cash or so X no. When it does say X no. At the end of the year, no one sanka X nina.
Okay.
You see? But you were counting on that fund to be able to operate.
Pacho, how long have you been working in the office?
I'm in my 15th year.
15th year?
Yeah.
Me Pacho, within the 15th year, no, senka, wo as a worker there, any team, senka musika mba as mpe mba, would you have been this quiet and be content with it? or would we have possibly seen some strike action and not say being vociferous about my situation? No, is there something that is on the table for more baby and is this something that is possible?
Is this something that is possible?
Yeah, that I will take first as a pay an bar for all these years. Would you have considered say be strike and not say even protest and be just to draw attention to Mumpenny for now? Musho Masene say we here sika at least we are going to make the work happen.
My lady, to answer this question, in fact, as an office there, femu die nyina abrebia at every forum at the ministerial level or interministerial level, no, we make our problems known. We try to drive home the challenges of the office. But much as you speak, I mean, what you hope to get, no, Emma. Okay, so we are just we are handicapped, but we are still forced to do our work, the little we can do with the available resources. Yes, and until so your office will be bit me about working to register.
Okay. To
come and seek an advice or he walks in for us to advise him on something. We provide advisory services for free. And
okay. So the reason I'm asking is I just want to be sure where to direct my common. Okay. And after talking to you, I largely agree with Mr. Kosienes. I think the office should be shut down too. Because this is my opinion. Maybe some questions. I just wanted to be sure. Because I would think say my main mandate is to make sure say the copyright infringement, whether or not a book site and a music, a movie, whatever, the ultimate goal of my office is to ensure says at least there will be some reduction in the last 15 years now. You've been in office and I say you've been active now. So you are saying say you have other functions, the education, the what is the purpose of all those things that you are doing if still some problem is at the high? Whether you are doing consultations, you are doing education, you are this. What is the purpose of the education when the right is constantly being infringed? And now even on when it is a broad day robbery, broad day, senior.
Yeah.
Now
we will continue to educate the public because it is only when people get to know.
I understand.
We will continue to educate the public. It is only when people know say akwana ujina traffic light muhono pen drive ni krano no illegal. And illegal. It is then that the public will start to dissociate themselves. Public education, my can't sure say we go to the schools. We have some enforcement sensitization workshop we organize for the police. And police recruits.
Let me finish my submission so that the other people can talk as well.
All right.
Honestly, I think so too. Initially, I was trying to see where you were going, but after saying your meeting in common, it means to say the basic it cannot be done because now you are relying on one means of doing the job that is not effective. Clearly, the education at the end now it's not working. The one
frozen. But so it will be a wild statement to make say the office should be closed down because only enforcement in our office I
think so that one you've established that.
Yes.
Socrates, hold on, you will have your time. We barely have some few minutes to wrap up. So Matili
yes.
We have final submission and some
honestly, because it seems say in sana a more dena a bit to me our courses are changing, which is they climbing down on the people, that part is not able to be functional because of the resources, and because that part is not functional, and it's not a lot happening. Now there's a problem. The problem is on the rise. I'm asking myself, so then pan you bet at this point, because it looks like now we have an excuse. Oh, we are under resourced, and because we have that excuse, and that excuse also takes the burden from you. Clearly, I know for to it has taken the burden from you. And now that the burden is off of you, no, acquire say vicious cycle. Every time we'll be here to talk about, and we'll wait for something big, straw to be shown. Now your Becca Bia, now your troll letter desist, now your call. Meanwhile, the action that is supposed to let the person desist, no, it cannot be done. Yeah, okay. Wahana NFA Troy said they can revoke your license. Your question Mukrasana, they cannot even revoke license. They say, I say, what do you in in this conversation? Honestly, I think say means no. It's not working, which is the means Amodika about my problem. No, it's not working. Clearly, for 15 years, it hasn't worked. Maybe it's time some move consider other means to make your voices heard. Senior Beya in Penifona agencies, they will probably pay attention to you more, because I didn't know very important.
Yeah.
And you're crucial in as much as because of the ineffectiveness. I'm saying they should close it down. I think say the future of creatives, no, you be here. What you are saying,
okay.
I don't think you should be too comfortable with the Amayano in the past for calling for resource. No, I think there should be more avenues you can use to create a bigger impact. Attorney General because when Jumano so and who here.
All right.
Socrates,
yeah. I'm say Otto Safre gentleman based on release a corporate office no a year concerning TV stations ne Juma or Moody. That was the main reason or the frame no. And what kind of release no. It's in commodity na kwatwetwe niam bebre aba. So
so don't make it look like I invited him for something and we are talking about something else. No, that's not what is happening. This is part of the conversation we are having.
Because this was the first time I deal with see. It clearly will not be the last. Now say you Nigeria need be there. Emma Sam George Munya correspond here. Emma NFA extra letter copyrights. You just mentioned here say you are in money communication. So it is not. And you see, what breaks my heart is it looks like outside for there no gets response from more. Meanwhile, if you force you rob you broad daylight.
Yes.
All right, Socrates,
we have received a number of complaints.
Socrates,
release no is based on the fact that identify say crime no ebi koso on TV stations. Na enye hope there are various areas. Actually mu say even on books crampo no my rates nansɛn on it. In commodity na akotwetwe enema different aba ye kire how under resource omoye no. Intermediate in a way no mebo ma baso say despite all these challenges omo no make effort be. Effort ne say identify say TV stations no parity among four works. There have been behind the scenes engagements trying to even educate the TV stations. To the best of my knowledge, being part of the committee, I know say there have been 2 or 3 engagements. Now, as a law enforcing agency, adia ba kwa okokota anas uchi obi de kokota case no management no yetimi bisa say why your education ana, so that education must be on record. Nya ye bisa say much no. Yeah, I can tell you say there are a lot of cases in court, but be bringing my public. There are a lot of arbitrations go on. Me no kase yeah. There is a popular TV station be Oboni film producer be a war issue behind the scenes could there.
What are you saying? Say more clamp it down microphones so and public
there are different forms of piracy in different areas. Piracy films with TV so take TV stations no on. Me amiti and say, I had a TV station, a piracy me works. Me babetina and say can you could view a copyright office. enti no call office hɔ a lot of arbitrations ɛkɔ so obi ka sɛ yen close office no yen close office na yen close office no because bia yen hu sɛ ɔmo nenam kromo chichi nipa na emo no what about the other arbitration ni nneɛma a ɛkɔ so wɔ hɔ day to day ye close a sɛnea mmara na kyerɛ sɛ saa arbitration nkɔ so wɔ hɔ no a ɛkɔ so no ɛyimfa na ɛbɛkɔ so
so okay me bacho for clarification no amanfo person wo hu say committee no they weren't exactly now we are part of is it the monitoring
team
copyright monitoring team all right
monitoring team no me pacho and you know as part of corporate monitoring team engagement no despite all the deficiencies no ye hu kwan ya ye fa so a ye di bedi adwuma Yahoo says technology about to the point say ehun hia say bia obekọ TV station bi no wakwakọ chinipe ewo ho no eno ewo ho say obetimi aye but bia based on new technology abantini yahoo there have been engagements with even cybercrime units behind the scenes no public there have been engagement with other agencies obehu say okay say no oko office we no the report we kokko kire na bibi wo ho obetimi ayama wo enti ye hu say wo the police for nam yo but based on technology enti no bibi betimi ye betimi ayama wo enti me at this point no make I say statement na about public no let every TV station take it serious we nya dia eye 9-day wonder and baby. The necessary engagement behind the scenes no with all the agencies has been done before the issuing of this letter. Amanfo bebree first say ebia sinibia ba obidumako yiyintra. No, even those TV stations kakra office no monitor ehun yeri nyina no. They have invited them. There's a letter to this TV station to invite them.
But it was this TV station conversation letter we buy in the public because as at when I had decided to speak on this issue, copyright had not made any statement.
Was saying, Pacho, me come myself, me say being part of the team, you know. This letter, year, baby, I drew, but engagement ne started before. Say you say TV stations, no, they are on digital. Your friend is saying they are not even analog, so digital fine digital transmissions. How do you manage a digital transmission? How do you even stop a digital transmission? There is a way to go to do it. And behind the scenes engagements now cost the dial. And yes, engagement then you come and issue the statement. Okay. After issuing the statement, when you make the effort and then you start enforcing it,
all right.
Simple.
Vital.
Enti munya botre. Me bra no ma twene kakra meti ase ye Kozianes. What's a more kind any nyina e wo mu pepepe.
Vital
manage.
Vital mpacho for microphone.
Manage no okay no yesika no. Eno no mde show mu ye 6% no. Because aban sika ne mbanti no. Eno no mde ti o light bill.
Enti wo beba na light in your office.
Me mpacho mama Vital brim then let's wrap up this conversation. Your time so. Vaidam Pachoka.
Yeah, now me bisa some say ne boss ya we say obahana. Boss ya we. Okay, any Monday udemu unya issues we now. Yeah, meeting say me bisa me who say said as a copyright issues a problem no. But ne say na SKP manifesto ahodua e try e hu share just this ended elections. E bia nke kopie wo NDC manifesto ma said e hu say ye nyoma for year reset Ghana ebianka by now enke hu say bibi papa bia e apio ho o kasa no kasa mo share attorney general ase a very serious ministry prosecutions ahodo ne niam ekoso na nya agro ne di wo AG asye honom no. And we've seen press conferences nancy honorable Ayini abegina kan nipa ebokro no. For us in the creative space ye ni beji said that kure be hu say ya multi podium na ya bobodin asumesi ne ball anyumtuni we kro no cotton na de wa ha ne ya che no na ya yese we'll be happy to see that one day. It's not just a crime no ye feel say be extortion be na bribery be na e be focus on let us see saa de no so say be see eni na be free mo adwuma musumo be ya ebe ma ministry na e kon be do so be yes expose in dia train yet ha na Nigeria for a free ye mampani say the assembly see code e was so no tin 19 and Ghana for be breaker say Nigeria ni nani nso ade for calling your president say on be can be say shut down on na ye mudin see ye to madwuma nam na ye mudin e declare a state of emergency. Because the word say yeah to shut it down here problem mama. This is clearly a state of emergency on ye juma ye any kakra ni protection aye sabeka. Mo juma no KPIs, right? See ana nyoma hodo enkoso no. E dey na mo report the ama ban no as basis say my ye juma because my juma me fill me PMS form. I was say me tre juma ma ye within a certain quarter. And so na ye hunu say progress eba. So what are you people reporting as staff and busumi bia munsaka musika? I'm wondering. And when I oversee your maya ekosui me mamo sa hinti mudie from 2015 CMT nisha says so ye jumano me there musemon publishing the number of arrests maye ejuma secret can say maya mudi teno I mean the entire muye juma mo chinkofa mudete when it is going to deter others from doing way. So why are you doing behind the scenes?
Secrecy.
Behind the scenes.
Oh,
No.
Behind, why we should have behind the scenes prosecutions? When you debate bedroom because I'm picking on wow secret we see low key behind the scenes more yeah ejuma. So bring it to the fore. My dia air kosono. See omoko out here no me a team of about 7 people, right? Police miensa and omo ankasa mienu. Hwe djuma ni kese fa. Na me my branty na basakra munyedu. Na wako jida kwan ho na wo say. Wo kwakochi obi a e dey pa na besi wo.
Yeah, police worker home. Police team.
Metiasie, but 7 no any the magnitude of a juma. Na me hu say.
But your point of correction. Yeah, kwa the core members of the committee in year 7 no but you reach out to the police department in every jurisdiction. Because
na make us say 7 pedia ema ejuma ni ye no emuye ha because the problem is larger than the man for ya to omesi abonsen now all complaining say sikana yetua for copywriting a whole album it's major 47 CDs but say na 11 1%. But ne quantum ne dodo no ne ma emuyedru nti say ade adwuma no mo ya ma na ya kono a hwe singles ahodo ne EP ahodo ne albums ahodo a twegu wo man mu all of them will come to you say Jimmy 47 Jimmy ha tumu no hu say wo ye adwuma no kwa na wo tum kwa nipa no will be willing to pay nti any problem no now there's also donor agencies you can explore. Mo office that ben na mo cho letter come say UNICEF o say hwan self say no why we discussing about nisi ko dey buy e bro 6% na mo dey bo no they are myriad of donor agencies willing to support ade bia e cultural say we bia ade fa wa onyom ho di adwini they are donor agencies into moon out write letters to them and that letterhead so moon stamp so na moon fanko it looks as if say the etien market ya na eba no e ka hu bi enti na moon push na mo KPIs no moon make sure say moon meet say nka meka che aban na nka ye yi mu be 2 months bia hu be pray because u sika no e based on KPI no performance I'm sure you go out there and do something.
So at the end of the day, we juma wine.
What's my say? You get it, and so me catch Abranti say free Monday her education idea mamu. I am charging mushu ma nya chance actually man for mu. And free Monday start publishing. Because from 2015 to 2025, 10 years so, mo annual report then amoya mo capture wo. Because when I go on your website, I'm supposed to have a soft copy of my annual report telling us the amaye. Attorney General as a ministry might have it, but more agencies now what is more annual report? Boss, it's too much. Wow, ain't it catch mu penny Yini say the next press conference Ude Oberia on dedicated the last 10 minutes to copyright issues. Oh my chioma, oh my bomb mine kono safano. Then we move ahead into Okwa office Monday. Start writing letters to donor agencies. Identify those who have money. Almost gather whole, but they are looking for channels on the beboa. And that is why I'm more cultural desk in every embassy crapper. Yes, it's waiting what ye mime. So please be up and doing. Na ya bre.
Someone me pacho wrapping it up. Or final words. Nia ye dia me pacho your time as some question. Pacho someone pacho ye tio.
Medasi bium yeah the muina se views ne opinions I might share around this table no it's well noted and many so be brain so and commodity nyina share me say we all value the work of the creative people around us and nyina yejitum say e was say they have to we have to empower them to be able to receive the financial reward that e was omunya if you omo juma omo di as an office no cinema can ye femodie so ana ya femodie now we will also count on more the media as stakeholders more moyen in whichever way you can support our work. Let me give this discussions are also around this table no I will send signals say the copyright office is really strong is struggling. We are financially constrained and you know aside near buying budget or the bema philanthropists be and stakeholders private partners may come to support us when we will really value support from all stakeholders. Yeah, because one can say the public should value and respect other people's copyright. You come into contact with any copyright work, say a book, say a new say a be formal, and what so would you can say you'll be creative effort. And nam soma sadi we about doing sa. It's Sandy Pano. He or she has certain rights. It never say we respect copyright. And I mean, people will be encouraged to create more for the benefit of society.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's say Samuel Ofi a copyright office or no and the Samuel Ofi copyright office ne literature komo hanum say Samuel ye beda say na ye frɛ wo no utumi ba ye na ubecheche yin mu Samuel Ewuku a principal documentation and research officer ewo the copyright office of Ghana.
Entertainment review. Entertainment review. Entertainment review. Entertainment review.
Ghana for my man fans.
Ahaya Peace 104.3 Entertainment Review and our Suguswa Wutie meeting the MC Yabwa Yeni Samuel Wofi Copyright Office or no principal of Copyright Office documentation and research and etching komwe. For last week Saturday Ghana Impact Celebrity Impact Awards so papa Dr. Osei Kwame Despite was adjudged as the most impactful personality at the Ghana Celebrity Awards. Na chese ye papa ntikwa congratulations going out to you Dr. Osei Kwame Despite for being the most impactful personality and the just ended Ghana Celebrity Awards. Ghana Music Europe, Ghana Music Awards Europe, Vida, PRO, Odano, ene waba besra wa ha nti briefly no ye befa mu metia wa bi pe na afi ya wrapping it up we na dwumedie no so Vida.
Yeah.
Yes.
Said ya kind Ghana Music Awards Europe afiwe so baso. Na said ya bribia ye tutu kwan ko one European country every year no. Afiwe dia bekoso Belgium. Ghent because of Belgium ti yehye ho na ansana no the nominees announcement because of Ghana haya Closag auditorium no 3rd July eba bebe ya me will be a invitation on my phone so me push ya mo bi anti 3rd July 7 p.m. Yina ye ko Closag auditorium no one crying haya for the nominees announcement of Ghana Music Awards Europe. Na ye special guest of honor a Swiss ambassador to Ghana Mami Simone Giga intino ye deni bedin kita ho so said the yaka no ye Ghana Music Awards Ghana ye beko Ghana Music Awards USA ye na fe ya ba Europe na Ghana Music Awards Europe no so no ye so on the 20th of September Belgium intino ye best roman for 3rd July ya obi an shia yen Closag auditorium no for the nominees announcement.
All right, Vida Yeda Sibebre say eja utumi ba ye na wo be chechen Ghana Music Awards Europe ye nominees announcement I ba be koso.
Most patroya no send
and therefore say you know and then uko social media no so me say remix ni refixes no adorso. Currently this is the biggest song I'm for say the biggest Ghanaian song on the international platforms. So what you say now you some of your legendary artists BT Samini, Stoneboy, Edem, Go Get Him. I think so one other refixer mehu a year Brino, one guy or call a year I'm say mentor. A year TV3, one also releasing it yet. But first of all, let me just play the original version of this song that is making waves everywhere in the world. Hey. 22 minutes after 4. Peace FM Entertainment Review na wutie. Na enyumi refix abe Ghana for say Ghana anyum to 4. Wamu pese wamu take advantage of enyumi ekwa international no muso omude chire wamu bobre. And I'm like, hey Ghana for mu kaso. Oh. Na nkomone ni say is it too late to say a celebrity see a refix ya na say anke bi a womu nyai maninka ya be hwe san common briefly but before that mamimbo refixes are woman release one from Samini, one from Edem, one from Stoneboy and I think so a Brino. You dealing with the body of loss upgraded every to the avatars. Shake it to the max. Shake it to the max. Yes, Samini dear.
Uno like gyal let my bumbo clot. Shake it to the max. Love it how you want it, me no want you relax. Body look good, me no fumble with the facts. If $1,000 me a pay with the tax. Shape no different from me coke buckle. Body smell good, like the honeysuckle. Waist a wiggle and wine pure trouble. Take a bang, one take double. Shake it like you want the money. Shake it like you want every dollar from me. Shake like a wobbly jelly softly for me. Shake body, baby, shake body for me.
We are mutie Samini dear and I'm mutie. Ain't to say no dear, do I remember I'm mutie for mutie and I'm one casan so much conversation or dear when a muya mode. So what you say, wait.
Shake it to the max. Tell them, say the boy, turn up, shake it to the stacks. Girl, them my internal bottle of the fun and I'm exploding with the fire, them controlling all the racks. Girl, a dirty wine for me. Booty cannot fit in my jeans in me. See the wine from afar, wine from afar. Ghana to the one killing the dance, Agbaja. hotter than the fire from the Vatican. Big up to the girl who made no test on her. Them things say we gone, come on,
Well, so Adam, go get them dear now. No, so they are babe to me. Say, Mammy, more a young champion. So dear, your friend a Bino or call a TV3 mentor. Or no, so yenti any dear, or no, so a dear babe to me.
Father.
Send ya Diane Conway, a Bino. Bino, and also call a year TV3 mentor, and also the Diababe Tumano. But lastly, Yentie a year Stoneboy, so dear one also a day Ababe Tumu, Nache say, agronacy. Na afei no yamaya pound for so actually my dream I found say is it too late for these refixes send your Ghana phone being a trend and I said this is all part of promoting Ghanaian music yentie we
Chilling with the body of course and bring the girl them on boy to the max take it to the max take it to the max take it to the max it's just you wine let me shake it to the max woman you physically fit from the way you want you at the baddest in the place shake it to the max and make the dollar bill spray the back of you they wine no be play woman you know say you belong to the upper echelon be a fatty na the body no silicon I hear fatty bring peace in a Babylon after the after party let's get it on woman feet is a molly coco bend down girl and give me go go woman feet is a molly coco bend down girl and give me go go
not just say asem no Ainty, we have 4 refixes from Samini, from Edem, from Bino, and from Stoneboy. Yembra studio ha quickly na Yembeshe. Is it too late for these refixes? And you're gonna follow baby natural madrin say, Ghana for celebrate my channel, my girl who will blow ye. I'm a international for so anyway ye. I think I'm over here she share any moon am I refix. Is it too late? Cause see for microphone.
Say a singer.
Come here, business. I had a singaton.
Singaton.
Now, more them some more. I a singaton.
Wait 20 hours.
Now, where the way I a singaton, I'm saying, watch a pa. What we have to do now, say a compilation. Na ni na also na ye credit Erano for the copyright. Is that it? Says it me as
yeah.
Near copyright near the man. But seriously speaking, I think that Stone's version was good. You can feel some seniority in the game. In the game, the delivery, it looks very matured and also very much on the timetable as well. On the Stoneboy version.
Timetable.
Yeah, it's very much on the timetable. And then also, I also tipped Samini's one. Samini they also luku, but you see, also luku more seniority. You can see say some level be make her take the thing to another level. So also show the powers be. But about namono the bono comment mentor no. Bino. I think that he's got he added a different swag to the beat, and I feel like say transparency be any power we see. Fini Galuchipa looks like that boy is the winner of what we just played.
Okay.
Because at his level, he's not gotten to maybe Stoneboy them level or friends Samini them level, but being able to position himself very well and the kind of vocal power that he delivered on it, I think that he did very well with the piece. Yeah, and I'll salute him for it.
Okay, yeah.
Firstly, Ghana for nhwehwenim bebre nhwehwenim alentia mo nhwehwenim me kai some months back I think the first 2 months of the year Ghana for say adena ye ni Ghana remix because why Jamaica remix why French say almost started say Ghana form be so mo ye nwom no mo person mo ye nwom no afi time edu na Ghana for ye nwom mo say but get need do international sana omo ba be so time again he release nwom no I think one of the few celebrities on again no dance video na Stone Boy I think omo share we event bi so and on Stone Boy shake it to the max dance no and no nya support time him there support in fact Ghana of artists I feel na relax you see I feel near ba be ye nwom ne there no krani nya me nim nie enframa amfa so nwom na Africa na area Billboard top 100 that grow. In fact, you be see a piano net mirror top 10. And I nyoma say na betimi abo amane ra top 10. Inti nyom ne de encourage. In fact, me encourage more artists so munyu so because almost some advantage ni. Your girl be named is a glass and a glass stone. Ono so your version shake it to the max ne my ex. In fact, ono ye ne so ono so be blow with sa ono so na remix this year. Yes. Onto my bama about going back to your ex. Enukramoli mu release here. You see, I mean, me share him say hopefully Molly Beck gather a arsenal of superstars because say Stone Boy them ne sami ne be jampon already them so. Say why you be a extraordinary. Inti me hope say maybe from this no ye benya Ghanaian remix try be say e be piano na man new shelf life. Intermediate me all up for it. In terms of the album, I think Obie deliver. But me buy no a because you didn't compare legends in the game. Until for him to be able to stand his own now and cover us never yet the net I think say why they were born homework. I think say mentor preparation no. I'm one or a talent as some crop for sure or a big talent.
All right, Tilly.
Yo hana yete alomo jata bo me down be a big deal. That song na yete tenyon cry. No matter there's no timeline on doing a refix on a song. There's no timeline. After some years in fact, as a matter of fact, say you etwemu kakra pona say we it revives the song again. Emma it's also added to the stream and of the song. Then the timeline behind home. Now, and now boy, and anopa we no, anopa metie Stone Boy there, metie Samini there na metie Adam. Then I mean say buy no be woman, but was shocking me rough. No, so I think so. One problem I had with the most of the people on my jumping on was they were too aggressive with the song because I know at a form boko and one person I need the I realized okay, ote nyom na sinya abutre was the Stone Boy one. Senya oba muno. It made room for the oba part na nyom na akoya oba no it made room for it. But I think the person boy that actually nailed it by no guy no or nya rhythm ni nya butre man pa and it's really dope considering nipa cry say you know and the kind of where I would me put you on this song me to me chama no.
All right, it's here for enkomo ya ye boy so great to see woni enkomo ya ye boy no ntino on kabi oh yes ana okay any kabi so woni enkomo na kabi.
And yeah, Stone Boy, your friend is saying a year out the two platform. So, yeah,
okay.
And I think, for me, I think, it's a good. Your friend is saying make of the song, remake or rephrase of the song. Yeah, I see nothing wrong with it. And if they are pushing it, I think, let's see how it go. Yeah.
Okay. Vinda.
Yeah. Like Yao said, no, some months back, now we were having attacks. I saw or lady video him be or UK. So then I ain't jumping on him, and she didn't know the kind of relationship Stone Boy any Molly what. Make I say Stone area any exam. She said the one.
Yeah, Molly.
Make I say Stone Boy we in a master's exam or Befia and the wife to a party kakra man na Molly na or Asebi. And she was like, "Oh, Charlie, me Jenny need it all started in this household 5 years ago. Me betina hani Stone din komo to na only for 5 years after to see say me blow everywhere into or the asida strong ko emano." So Stone has always been a backbone for Molia or supporting it all through like a ninya ketwa. So me de se me hu sa synergy we any unity we are a PA industry name with everybody doing a refix. Now Stone and Samini were in the studio together. Yeah, they were in the studio together when Omo recorded Omo versions, you know. Oh yeah, the same time. Samini we any DNA Stones so betwane they so actually what to me rera mami so me poor kakra engum. So like you know it's amazing to see say your legends you know a champion. And now we imagine say you more refixes or clubber. It could be say 20 minutes, not a Molly song, different versions and and people will be jamming to it. So it's something positive. You know, you're supporting. I was a Molly Coco trend. Because Gani artwork in the band or shake it to the max refix or friend or Charlie for Molly Coco and Honda ink in the water. And lo and behold, the PA and everybody is, you know, mentioning our line. It's big ups to Bino as well. Charlie guy know some wicked talent and I think say it was saying them shouldn't see or wicked talent in the year support you and keep more coming. Yeah.
All right. Okay, it's here for
you went to my gospel.
Gospel for the same media so.
You are back as an on
you for crab baby.
Shake it to the max. I said wait. I don't know ya can shake it to the himonsa
collaboration crowd we say.
I don't know
collaboration crowd we say.
I don't know all
right, it's here for 37 minutes after 4. Yani Councillor Luchot ewa humane so yani nkasa briefly emfa Ghana Celebrity Impact awards no ho any award that ye papa Dr. Kwame despite e win Councillor yema kwa bad entertainment review so.
Yeah, mejo so asisi ade motimenka.
Me ba cho ayete unka.
Me da super Ghana brabo so topa wa wani tia. Your friend okasa ye me team Israel down.
Okay, Councillor. Last week Ghana Celebrity Impact Awards no ekosoma papa Dr. Kwame despite we need the most impactful personality of the year. Mbacho boy mukakram.
Me da say ya me da munyi na say na me nka say obi a wini bia ewo Impact Awards na the main one no. Congratulations to all of them. Yeah, nim say papa Dr. Kwame despite ono winning the most impactful man of the year. Na ono enyo kwa ena winning awards. Na awards no doson. But I'm say category definition no. The reason why we are working on people with this impact and also idea aye collaboration. We not just back one HMACO because a big event any collaborated group out of Ghana and are back together to put this particular thing together. Near fambo omu di juma titri ewo kroinu. Obia dia oye bia so ye celebrity o that wo wo small kon bi na ya dio. Baby a wo bia no torchlight ne da so. Say yenso ye hwe wo impact. Ye be fa so abeboa because ye my health, ye my banking, ye my energy, ye my mining, ye my personalities, ye my actors. Okay. Yeah, ever musicians crass up. Now, Akoya said a big event in collaboration with the African Impact Group United States of America, Ghana DNA annual and take Impact Award Nigeria, take Asia, so it's a global thing. Share for impact and Ghana for pay. But Dr. Sekwamediano, a cut across. Because I did two on Obia who say, Yera, why ya diabwa? Who shall Obi to say, Yamami, gifty auntie. Wow, shall impact or not G and or can no cracker say, was feeling pass and pa. Nepada saying, oh, ya, dear menja, Kosuya, Nanyanko air show, Nipa air show. Who shall get you now for actor? Stage place in Yamaya, ya, push a yen.
Yeah.
Osha the impact. Osha him this year. Empress Gifty. Wow, Osha send a corner mana. And Ghana Celebrity Impact Celebrity Awards never so. Yanka say a idea about a betna.
Okay.
The corporate world has been so happy about it. Say, Nyama ya kind so mu ye no mpo omonti nesu say obi hwewo. Wo hwe energy sector say. A shocking microphone said the omo ye wo ko na mu no ya wo be hu.
Okay, Councillor.
Omo ye mining.
Okay.
So in a nutshell no, obi a wo ye bibia no. Ma ewo wa ajimu say there is a group that has come to stay. Yes, worldwide, globally, will find the best time and the best place in the appropriate contest to award you. Once again, congratulations to all who were nominated and didn't even have a nod. But they made it.
All right, Councillor.
They came to the event. And you feel that this information, that's right, media say.
Okay.
Most of us say, the Tuesday find out.
Okay. Me Pacho, you. Yeah, that's the Councillor Lutrot. All right, 42 minutes after 4. I remember my the entertainment review and let's see. Me did the MC, I was me did Jumedia Muchiami, me name a pump for so great Safo, Tilly, a Kenny provider, Educhumwa. Yao, I am wafu, young couple. I face Dr. Ernest Zubekaya and Samuel from the copyright office in Sony and Betchin Como Sasuna a year, a fear, a you are. And then young for Fraba or see a friend testify and then see dear will be uncle streaming you be kama for Salamat, a entertainment review producer on in the twin sister Salima. A happy belated birthday going out to you. It's here for Namekamo. So Ghana Music Awards Europe 3rd July. Ohonum and a 1 more year or more nominees announcement in Closac Auditorium 2 p.m. sharp. And a 1 more year more nominees announcement. On behalf of my panel members, me patro muchia obia. And the Japan yet yao. Yawa eboa for me patro muko streaming the artists in nyom. If where you are also at the forefront, Abba, your friend testify, Munko streaming. So great to suffer. Why not? Me
patcho Swiss Star Ebe release a new song. Blow.
Again and again.
Yeah, Blow on the 20th.
Okay.
Yeah, in Timpacho.
All right. I face so no me producers and one more me Salamat and Sasuna a year. Israel the nyum fufra ba Mr. Wa obia enko na wonko stream your friend o wofata mon stream ya face so Clinton woni pa ye whatna computer na chi ene de me pa macho Facebook no ye fidie no etochi maka kanti ye ntumi mam good visuals by yesrem amon fa che fidie na ri adwuma hu to me touch him at any time. Ochna a Father's Day. A big happy Father's Day going out to Yaya Papa Dr. Osei Kwame Despite, Dr. Ofori Sapon, Kennedy Osei General Manager, Dr. Father Dixon, Roger Corte, and member with your head in Yaya Mamu Happy Father's Day. Akwasianes Happy Father's Day. So great Sapo Happy Father's Day. Raise to the power to Happy Grandfather's Day. Nina know what you be. All right. Yankupon Yang Aduma, your best share on the flip side. Tuesday, Yawa Handum say, make car with Ghana Music Awards USA. ABA one voting portal into Uber to me at Toaba. Mr. Waufa phone now dial *714*66# *714*66#. Now at Toaba, ma wodofubia and our face so no log on to www.gmausa.votinghubghr. Ebe to me, I'm our access, I'm our one so what Toaba, kama na bibia. Fine. On the 16th of August, Ekoso live at Atlantic City ACX1 Studios or Honum and Ghana Music Awards USA no Ekoso. Tickets no EPA $200 and our face $150 for VIP and $100 for regular and $200 no air for VVIP. Make I was say nami and sesika na wutiano. Yebema welcome party ya. Yebe on the 15th of August. So on the 16th ya was ni ya after party. Na ne kwesi ada 17th of August no so no near the fufu party no ada obiase. What ya see? So we are there to celebrate Ghanaian music and Ghanaian culture. Bomodi asa wo bebani na yaji and on the 16th of August live in the AC1X Studios Atlantic City. Madam I say Macramo